podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
You ready, boys? Yeah. And I'm going to ask a question, and I know it's an uncomfortable question. I've got to ask it. Do you think he quit?
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him, actually, he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on?
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time? Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
WBA Productions.
Making women gestures like,
Let's go, champ. It's the champ. Shannon the champ with the face. BoxingVoice.com. I'm a team like he's a C+ fighter. I'm a dominate, I'm a dog this fight.
I'm talking about punishment. We're gonna punish you for 12 rounds. Either the referee says you had enough, or you can say you had enough, or you can stay your ass there all night until you ain't had enough.
Hey, I feel I'm the best in the sport, and to be the best, you got to beat the best. And all I did was beat opponents. I worked my way from the bottom to the top. I won a title by beating top competition and top fighters. This guy was handsome title, he's a paper champion.
Do you feel that you're the best super middleweight right now?
100%. Let's go, champ. He can bring the pressure. He can box. I'm a true champion, willing to go to his turf in Atlantic City. I'ma step on him. I'ma crush him. Y'all can mark my word to this. I'ma crush him. He's a C+ fighter. I'm an A+ fighter. Come Saturday night next week, all the fans tune in because I'ma dominate. This guy is flat footy, swing wild. I'm not worried about who his trainer is because his trainer can't get in there and fight for him.
WBA Productions.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another morning edition. It is Thanksgiving morning, and we don't care. Hashtag we working. Everybody's off today, and why not talk some boxing, the greatest sport in the world. Damn the balls of Andy Ruiz. To his face, Mike. To his face. He told him, you quit, champ. To his face.
How often have you watched the fight?
I can't count, but a lot of times. Stop at around 3 now and again. But other than that,
Yo, did you see Andy smile?
you have to get past that because it does seem real. Because you look at that and say, come on, man, I know I'm better than that. What am I doing?
And I'm going to ask a question, and I know it's an uncomfortable.
It's an uncomfortable question because he knows how AJ's going to react. But check the body language.
For all around, but I've got to ask it. Do you think he quit?
What's up with that face right there? Look at the look on that man's face. Like, word is born, Johnny. Word is born. Right now, in front of everybody with these cameras rolling, you're going to ask him that shit to my face. Look at his face, Mike. That is a lost soul right there. I don't want to. Everything we've been hearing up until this point is true. Chinny, mentally weak, sports psychologist, all that. Look at the face. It tells it. It says it right there. His face says, damn, man, why you had to bring that shit up? Why you had to ruin my mood? He looks so uncomfortable right there.
A little bit. I thought he quit because of the way that it was going.
Look at that. It didn't even change You tell me in my face I quit, I'm at least, I don't know, do something. Put my face muscles to work. This poor man, yo, I don't know. I don't know, was this the right thing to go straight back into this rematch? He just doesn't look the same. He don't look the same, man.
I think he was still out of it, and I think he didn't know I didn't think where he knew where he was at that moment.
Of course he ain't know where he was at, man. Let's be real. He got hit with the punch from the gods.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss. 2 to stand over. Turn up. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million. And I'm in.
BoxingWinners.com.
Yo. Oh, yo. Good morning. Shout out to everybody out there in the TBV universe. I want to say, you know what I'm saying? I can't tell Andy how to feel, but I didn't watch the gloves are off yet, so I gotta catch up on that. But yeah, man, I'm gonna stay with my original thing. I don't think he quit. I think he tried to get up, tried to buy some time, and wasn't able to do so. But I'm ready for the fight, man. I know all this back and forth. I know we all got our opinions about things and shit like that, but I'm just ready for December 7th. 9 days away. So shit, I'm ready for it. Good morning, Ness.
Good morning. Mike, so he didn't quit, huh?
No, actually, I got something for you. This is Anthony Joshua quitting really a thing? Maybe I need to watch the fight again. I thought I saw a guy get up from 4 knockdowns, severely hurt and gassed, who equilibrium was off, trying to BS and buy time, and then the ref wasn't buying it and stopped the fight after he rose from knockdown. And that was coming from Stephen Bridman Edwards. So I'm saying, so I mean
that's cool. That's cool that it came from him, but if you turn your back, you giving the ref the indication that you don't want to continue. If you spit your mouthpiece out, you're also giving that referee further indication that you don't want to continue. So 2 things like that. First, you spit the mouthpiece out. Then he tells you to walk towards him, and you turn your back and walk towards the corner. You know, Jesus Christ style, your arms on the corner ropes. I mean, it's kind of hard for the ref not to believe that you ain't want no action.
Yeah, I've seen guys put their mouthpiece out many a times, and referee pick it up and put it back in their mouth. And
not after that kind of ass whooping.
Yeah. When the ref told him to get up and walk towards him, he didn't turn around and walk the other way. He stayed in the corner. He just didn't walk towards him. But I didn't see Anthony Joshua turn his back when the referee told him to walk towards him. Now, I see him turn his back when he was trying to get his mouthpiece. That's about it.
Man, you need to rewatch it then. How you think he ended up in the corner? The ref didn't instruct him to go to the corner. Just go rewatch it. That's all over the internet. The ref definitely did not instruct him to go to the corner. The ref tried to get his attention, and he turned his back and walked to the corner and then relaxed on the corner. Like Breadman said, trying to buy time. But the ref seen he was concussed and got him out of there. You know, those type of tactics can be portrayed as quitting, and that's why Andy Ruiz believes he quit. And if he didn't quit, well, then that's exactly what I'm saying. Where's the energy when you got the destroyer in your face telling you quit? Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you were busy. Maybe you weren't looking at the screenshot, but you can see his still shot once the question is asked. When you press play on the tape, you can see his face once Andy starts to answer it. He knows he quit, but we're here anyway. It's like you said, next Saturday, we're here. It really doesn't matter. But from a reporting standpoint, I mean, Gloves is Off is a big part of boxing. It's no different than 24/7 and Face Off and All Access. We always report on it. These quotes are ripping through the internet like fire. Ruiz telling him to his face is news. You know, people have insinuated it. People have said it in solo interviews, but has actually anyone said it to his face? I think Ruiz just did that. Speaking of Ruiz, man, I'm really hoping that, there goes that hope. I was contacting this translator that I use here and there. He's not available. Doomsday isn't waking up, who's normally my translator. And I got Andy Ruiz's father scheduled for the second hour of the show. And we should have Sean George, the trainer of Zhao Zhang, who's in Monaco for Saturday's big heavyweight card. We might even get Iceman Scully on the show and get his thoughts. I'm working in the background now on all these interviews, trying to make sure everything happens. We do need a translator, though, or it's going to be rough. You know, obviously I speak fluent Spanish, but the whole translation part, it's a little difficult to go from question to, English question, to translate it into Spanish, to listening to the Spanish answer, to translate it into English, and then back all over again. So definitely hope that my last option now is Doomy, unfortunately. He's not answering. I understand it's, Thanksgiving. Thanks for giving and all, but hopefully we could get that translated so we can get Andy's father on the show and chop it up, man. He's out there in Saudi Arabia. I talked to him, and it was 6 o'clock, I believe, in Saudi, and that was just a little bit ago. So they're a bunch of hours ahead of us. But, shout out to Andy Ruiz Sr. Answering the phone all the way across the country, or rather across the globe, and entertaining the interview when he and his son are, preparing to do battle for such an important fight. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. It's going to keep helping us get these big time interviews. Hopefully everything goes good. We can get Sean George on the line so we can talk some Zhao Zhang. I don't know. He'll definitely tell us how to pronounce it if we get him on.
Do Zhao Zhang got another opponent yet?
Yeah.
Who they name?
I will have to go to the Matchroom thing. I think they put out a poster, right?
Go to Matchroom.
Yeah, I think they put out a poster with it already.
We got. Damn, Zhao Zhang look old as motherfucker.
What?
If that's him.
I don't know, man. To me, he looked big, motherfucker. I'm going to be... Listen, if people wasn't giving Luis Ortiz a shot as a southpaw, 40 years old, 230-ish, woof, what they going to do with Zhao? Now, let's see. Let's see if he lives up to the hype. I've seen him work out. I've seen him train. I've seen him spar. But when the headgear comes off, everything is different, Everything is different. So we'll see how he performs in Monaco this weekend. What other fights are this weekend? I was thinking maybe we should just turn this into the Thursday show because I'm sure we'll be stuffing our face later on this evening. But I also noticed that the Charlo fight is on the 7th. Is that the 7th, Mike?
Yeah, yep, that night.
Wow. Well, I guess it don't matter, right? Because they're not going to be going up against AJ. They'll be probably starting once they're done, no?
That's showtime, so it'll be starting like around 9:30, 10 o'clock.
So it won't cross over at all.
Yeah,
right?
It won't cross over.
That's a good thing then.
Yeah,
look, if that first fight is anything like the second fight, or the second fight anything like the first fight, we'll be excited and definitely looking for more boxing. That shit is going to have us definitely excited. So, yeah, man, that'll work. And Eubanks on the undercard, no?
Yeah, I'm going to say definitely the best month of boxing for me, going from Wilder to Eubank to Crawford to Harrison Charlo. Like, this is one of the best months of boxing for me, man. I'm a big fan of Wilder, big fan of Eubank, big fan of Terrence Crawford. Love AJ and Ruiz fight. So it's gonna be a great month of boxing, man. You guys just sit back and relax and enjoy. Okay.
What's the Jesse Vargas rumor? Because I'm also scheduling with him. He's on East Coast time, but he was up late. Me and him were up late. I knew he wasn't going to be able to cut. Like, yeah, Primo, early in the morning, I'm on East Coast. I'm like, yeah, all right, champ. It's already like 2 in the morning. We over here texting. Ain't no way you making it up in 7 hours. Not sleeping on them silk sheets. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what's next with Jesse. I mean, I thought we was getting rumors about him and Liam Smith, Liam Smith, but
I thought it was some stronger rumors than that. I'm hearing Mikey Garcia, Jesse Vargas, a DAZN one-off.
Mikey Garcia and Jesse Vargas, does that make sense for DAZN to do?
Yep, I'm hearing the DAZN one-off. I don't know where I seen this, man. Again, bro, I consume boxing content nonstop, bro. I mean, again, it was 2 in the morning. I'm up, and Yeah,
I feel you.
So why you didn't just say this? Julian Williams on his Twitter, someone that I'm actually trying to get on the show. I called Breadman and him to see what's up. And I just got the number for Sean George, trainer of the big Chinese heavyweight Zhao Zhang. So we will have him on the show in a few minutes. Let me just read this Julian Williams tweet. He says, God damn it. Ruiz should have lied and said he thought Joshua didn't quit. Why? Because if he did quit mentally in the first fight, his pride is being attacked now. So chances of him quitting in the second fight, slim to none. Ruiz just made this fight tougher, in my opinion. I think yes and no. I think, again, man, I don't want to show that video too much because it's obviously property of Sky Sports, but Jesus Christ, that still shot should be all over the place. He looks like, oh, y'all set me up, or like, oh, we weren't supposed to say this. Like, I mean, his face is just like, damn, how long? That must have been the longest minute for him. Letting Ruiz answer, letting Johnny Nelson say the question. Then Ruiz smiles. Johnny's not even finished with the question. Ruiz just smiles like, yeah, he quit. Before he tells him to his face that he quit, you see that same smile, bro. That same smile. I love the show. That one right there. There you go. That same smile, bro. The dude is, oh, man. Hilarious.
Hey, man. I didn't even see the still shot, so maybe he was surprised by the question. But
well, no, it's not a still shot. It's the video of their conversation on Gloves Is Off, but I paused it when Nelson asked Ruiz, do you think he quit? And then it just hit AJ by surprise. I promise you it did. I'm going to have to show it again because that's how much I like it was crazy watching that. Like, man, why is he still in that mode? Like,
what mode is he in?
I don't know, bro. Like he's fighting with himself. Like that fight is, I mean, think about, all right, I got to play it again. Listen to what the everything is about here.
How often have you watched the fight?
I can't count, but a lot of times.
How often have you watched the fight? I can't count, but a lot of times, Mike. You already know you battling with yourself. How? Look at the words you've been using throughout all of this. What punch was it? A lucky punch from the gods. What do I need to do? How did it happen? Like, he's saying some crazy shit. It's not me. I'm just reading into it.
Stop at round 3 now and again.
Stop at round 3 now and again. Huh? The round where everything went fucking. That's probably the round he hates the most. It changed his life. If that round changed Andy's life, you know it changed AJ's life.
Other than that, you have to get past that because it does seem real. Because you look at that and say, come on.
You got to get past it because it doesn't seem real. This is what I'm telling y'all. Y'all like, oh no, Ness, you think you reading into it too much. My man, everything he says is about not believing that night really happened. He's trying to convince himself that was a fluke and that he can do better in the second fight? Listen to the answer.
I know I'm better than that. What am I doing?
I know I'm better than that. What am I doing? Again, are you making the necessary changes, or are you just telling yourself it was an off night? Are you just telling yourself you didn't take Andy serious and that's why this happened?
Question, and I know it's an uncomfortable question for all around, but I've got to ask it. Do you think he quit?
Now, you saying, do you think he quit? Are you watching with me, Mike? You gotta watch this dude's face.
I'm looking at his face, bro. I don't see anything.
Nah, not yet. I paused it. Watch. Look at that. Nelson said, do you think he quit? Andy ain't answered yet. Look at his face. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Look. Look. Bat in his eyes, closed his mouth. He don't know what to do with himself. Look at him. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
A little bit. I thought he quit because of the way that it was going.
Look, after he says a little bit, I felt he quit. He still ain't changed. Look at his face. Is that the face of a champion? Have you ever seen Deontay Wilder wear that face, man? Stop it, bruh. Stop it. This is why they accused us of that shit yesterday, because you over here pandering to the UK.
Face. Well, I'm looking at my guy's face. What's wrong with his face? Let me know.
Bruh, so this, look at the chat, man. Why you the only one saying this dude didn't quit and there's nothing wrong with his body language?
These niggas in the chat are fucking haters.
You right.
Nigga yesterday.
You right.
So,
you
back
right.
to the motherfucking video. What is it in his face that you see?
Do that look like the face of a stone cold killer, or do that look like a face that's confused?
I don't see a nigga blinking. I see a nigga looking right.
He did blink. You lied.
I see a dude looking right at Andy Ruiz, fucking ready.
He blinked,
bro.
He blinked.
Okay, he blinked.
So don't say he didn't blink. Don't say he didn't blink.
I ain't seen it yet.
Come on. All right, I'm gonna give you the rest.
No, I think he was still out of it.
There go another blink.
I think he didn't know. I didn't think he knew where he was at that moment.
Yo, shout out Andy fucking Ruiz. Yo, listen, I tried to contact all my Mexican friends too. I wanted the title to say Pinche Andy Ruiz tells AJ, but I wasn't sure. That's not my culture. I'm like, can I say? Because my understanding, that's like fucking or goddamn, like it's like emphasizing another word. So it's like, fucking Andy Ruiz tells Anthony Joshua to his face he quit. And Mike over here trying to make up excuses like we don't see what the hell we see. It's okay though. Listen, we need it, Mike. We need you. We need you. If it ain't me,
look.
It gotta be somebody.
I just want everybody to keep the same energy y'all been having. You know what I'm saying? Just keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Ride with your guy Andy. Ride with Andy. Cause I'm being consistent. I'm being consistent. I didn't think Andy was going to do shit the first fight. Didn't think it at all. He got the victory. Got the victory. Can't be mad at him. But
don't call it a victory. Don't call it a victory. He got the upset. He got the upset of the last fucking 20, 30 years.
He got the upset victory.
He the first Mexican heavyweight ever. He made history.
I'm of the mindset AJ didn't take it seriously. And I think AJ is going to be able to beat him next fight. So much so, I got a bet with somebody about that right there. So I'm going with AJ. I know people probably don't like that, probably think I'm a hater, I'm a turncoat, all that kind of shit. But I just thought that in the first fight, AJ was a better fighter. And I still think to this day, that AJ is the better fighter. And we will see it next week on December 7th. And I don't know, man. Like Ness always say, it's hard to get out of bed when you got silk sheets. And we know one guy been having silk sheets. The other guy, he kind of new to it. So that's all I'll say about that.
I mean, that made no sense. If one guy been getting on silk sheets, that means he's more close to not getting up for this fight than the other guy who just bought a mansion in Cali, and we all know Cali taxes are high. We just had the heavyweight champion of the world whose purse is bigger than most say fucking Cali and they freaking taxes. Andy just bought a mansion over there, so Andy's hungry. Stop trying to change that. He's hungry. He took the fight on short notice, short money. He hungry.
Short money. Quit saying that short
The
money.
first fight
shit.
was short money. First fight was short money.
To negotiate nothing.
Argue all you want. First fight was short money. We all know it. That's why he getting triple this time.
Triple?
Yeah, he got 3 the first time, right?
He ain't get 3. Come on.
That's what we seen. That's what I seen. I mean, hey, if you found something that says he got more than 3, show us.
I thought we all knew he got more than 3. I thought like 5.
I ain't hear that. Listen to me. I heard Big Baby was getting 4 point something million, and he didn't want it, and DAZN threw more on top of that. And I heard that Ruiz didn't get what Big Baby was getting because they wanted an American opponent on U.S. soil. None of that was happening.
Coming from the Wall Street Journal, Joshua earned $25 million for his first fight, compared to the $7 million that Ruiz earned. Wall Street Journal.
Yeah, that got to be wrong. I'm just saying because of this. How the hell is he getting more? How the hell is he getting more than Big Baby when DAZN had to go in their pocket to make Big Baby happy? That got to be wrong. Go to a boxing.
News.
Go to a boxing, like
News,
boxing
remember?
Scene or ESPN. You know,
Remember
those
Sporting
guys.
News?
Those guys. Yeah, I don't even know who's Sporting News.
They were the people that were with DAZN when it opened, and AJ did the interview with the black guy who was sitting down. It was 2 chairs. A black guy sitting down. Sporting News, new pop-up thing. When AJ came over to the States for the first time, he didn't do traditional.
You talking about the
media.
YouTube interview in New York?
Yes, Sporting News. They've gotten bigger over time. But anyway, they're reporting $7 million for Andy, and so is the Guardian. So that's 3 that I found.
All UK sounds like to me. Sporting News UK, Guardians UK.
What about Wall Street? Wall Street Journal.
Like I said, man, give me some boxing scene who regularly reports on purses and is a all boxing website. Give me some Dan Rayfield.
Wall Street Journal. That's the
dog. I'm not saying they wrong, Mike. I never said. I said I don't believe that when it took DAZN executives to go in their pocket to make Big Baby happy. It's hard for me to believe that non-DAZN executives showed or gave Andy $7 million on 5 weeks. No, it's just hard for me to believe when everything that I've heard is $3 to $4 mil. I'm sorry. But if, look, you said what, Journal Square? Wall Street Journal. Wall Street Journal. That's a reputable site. I just don't think they're reputable for boxing. I don't know how many boxing articles they do. I've never seen any of their reporters at any of the fights that I've been to, and I've been over 100. So I don't know, man. Again, not discrediting them at all. I just would prefer boxing sources that we regularly deal with. I tried the trainer. Try it now. Okay, boom. Let's see. Help me out with the dead air.
Now, I'm glad so many experts out there in the chat, you know what I'm saying, telling me to use my brain, but it's like when you get 3 articles and all 3 say the same thing, you guys should use your brain. How about that? But anyway, man, if you listen to the YouTube right now, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. We got Zane's trainer coming on, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we'll talk to him about the up-and-coming Chinese heavyweight and see where he sees his path going towards. Is it AJ Ruiz? Is it Wilder? Will it be Fury? You know what I'm saying? What road does Zhang go down? But as far as everything else, man, I'm just ready for the fight. All this speculation, all this, he quit, he pointed fingers at him and all that shit. Just guys be consistent, you know what I'm saying, when you guys call in on December 8th, keep that same energy for AJ and Ruiz, and don't try to come back, you know what I'm saying? You guys been riding with Ruiz for the past couple months, and before that, nobody riding with him. So I believe we were the only people even trying to talk to Ruiz before that fight, because we had him on air before the Dimitrico fight, interviewed him. And yeah, man, I think we've been supporting Andy, but I don't know if Andy's going to be able to pull it off again. We will see.
That's crazy, man, because I give you credit. You are right more often, like more and more. The longer you've been doing this, the more you've been right. Can't take that from you. and your breakdowns of fights or your assessments, I think, have gotten better and very accurate. So I'm just shocked that you don't think this particular style is going to be trouble again for AJ. I mean, Ruiz did things that no one really done to AJ, going to the body, up and down, combination punching, setting the tempo and the pace, ring generalship. I mean, he really took the fight away from him. And now having 10 weeks, I'm just a little shocked that none of that is making you lean towards him, and instead the opposite way.
Yeah, man, I'm stubborn. I believe David Hay was going to beat Tony Bellew, even so much that in the second fight, I bet it the same way. I bet Hay was going to beat Bellew, but I was wrong that time. So I just feel like my first initial thought, I'm going to stay with. Ain't nothing. AJ had a
Mike,
hiccup,
I think we have Mr. Sean George on the line. Sean, is that you?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on?
How are you, man? Wow, the connection's pretty clear. Thank you, first and foremost, for taking out the time to do this interview all the way from Monaco. Now, I know you taught me how to pronounce Zhao Zhang, right? It's like J-A, you said, correct?
No,
Damn.
y'all chopping it up. You guys are chopping his name up. Everyone does it. It's okay. It's pronounced John Julet.
Oh, John
like
Julet.
John, yeah, so the ZH is in Chinese is pronounced as a J. So John Julet.
So
it's not Zhang or Zili. It's
Thank you for that.
Does that make sense? So it's
Jean Julet.
So
Jean
it's easy to
Julet.
pronounce. Exactly. Yeah.
So obviously you gave me a little bit of backstory on yourself and your connection with Mr. Julet, but my listeners would love to hear the story. How did you first start with him? How did you meet him? How do you speak Chinese so frequently, often? I mean, how do you do it so well? And just tell us the story.
The legendary Lou Duva. He introduced him to the Chinese national team back in 2009. And it was a USA versus China dual meet in New York City. They asked me to come down to training camp because this is when I retired, around the time I retired from professional boxing. They actually come down to the Poconos to work with some of the boxers there. And Janae was one of the first fighters that I was working with. Pads up, some pad work. And he threw a jab, and I just smacked him, but he didn't go back to defense. But he turned back, and he did it again, so I hit him again. And then he was like, oh, this guy's good. I like this guy. So they asked me to go back to China. I started working with 3 fighters, John Julet, Moon Fanlong, and John Jinting. And that's where it all started in 2009, late 2009.
What do you see, Jean Julet? Am I saying his name right? Jean Julet.
Yes. You could say John. You could say like John spelled as in John.
All right. Now
like John, like dear John. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now, how fast are you wanting to? Are you guys wanting to move him? You know what I'm saying? I know he's a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? So he's not no spring chicken. So how fast are we wanting to move Jean Julet in the heavyweight division?
It comes down to his promoters, man. Listen, Julet is ready to fight anybody right now. And Saturday we're here to prove and show and prove. Julet was ready 2 years ago. It doesn't matter who it is. You want to fight the contenders out there. You want to fight the Derek Cesaro. You want to fight the Joe Joyce. You want to fight all these contenders. We're not chasing the champions right now. We want to fight other contenders, and we can go about doing it the right way. He's ready. The one thing, Julet is not only he actually can fight. If you want to work on the inside, you want to work on the outside, he could do it all. He was just, in my opinion, they're moving him too slow. But the promoters.
Now, Duva's been in the business for a long time. So do you think that, I mean, obviously he knows what he's doing. So what you might think is slow, he might think is the right pace.
No, they're moving him slow. Julay's a world-class fighter. They're moving him slow. Like I said, Julay has never turned down any fight. Julay came to this country, and he wants to fight the best fighters available. His promoters give him a fight. He says yes. If you was to tell Julay he was fighting Anthony Joshua tomorrow, Julay was like, okay. He doesn't have a problem fighting these guys. He's never had a problem fighting anyone. He trusted his promoter. He trusted his promoter, and they put him in. It's just my opinion that he want to fight a contender, and this is the start of it Saturday. But that's what it comes down to. I believe that Julay is a contender right now, and we want to show the boxing world what he's able to do. People don't have enough information. People don't know what he's doing, what he goes through in the gym, who he's sparring, what he does in sparring. He's been in there with contenders. He's been in there with champions. So we understand what he's able to do. We just got to put him in the ring, and so everybody can see.
So for those who don't know John, what is his biggest attribute? Like, what does he does? What do he do well in the ring, and what kind of is his fighting style?
Automatically, people are going to look at his punching power, but Julay does. Like I said, Julay can do it all. He can box. He has timing. He has power. He can work the body. His timing is great. He's a southpaw. He has, I could almost guarantee you most contenders don't want to fight him. A couple of contenders that actually turned him down already. But it is what it is. Julay can fight. He can punch. He has hand speed. He has great timing. He has good footwork. He's 6'6", 260 pounds. But he's coming off of 14-month layoff too. That's another thing. Because we got to get him busy. He's going to fight the best fighters now.
Do you suspect that some ring rust will show up, or you think you guys have gotten rid of that rust in the gym?
I think he was looking superb in sparring. We started out veteran boxers, heavyweights, flew him in. I saw him with contenders, I saw him with prospects, and he was doing his thing. He's focused. He's ready. He's excited. He wants to be in the limelight. He wants to show. He likes to perform in front of people. He's motivated. He's eager to prove. I'm looking forward to Saturday. I'm excited about Saturday. I know Julay is. We just hope everybody tune into the zone, November 30th.
Speaking of the zone, you guys have seemed to form a partnership with Matchroom. The last time we were able to see Julay, or at least here in the U.S. or the United Kingdom, was via Matchroom, a card that he had in Monaco. Now he's back in Monaco. Where could
that was Fan Long.
Excuse me?
That was Fan Long. Julay never from Matchroom yet.
Long man.
This is the Fan Long.
And you're the trainer of Fei Long as well, right?
Yes.
Wow, because you guys are the mandatory.
Next fight
is better be if you're the mandatory. Yes. Mandatory, yeah.
Better be, yes.
It's funny, man. I don't want to switch subjects, but I had Bob Arum on here last week, bro. He had nothing good to say about Fei Long. He was so the reason, it's not like he was a personal attack, but he's like, in these instances, that's where the franchise title makes sense. He's like, why should Better Beef, who just unified, fight this mandatory no one heard of when he can go and fight someone else? So yeah,
He's saying I'm call bullshit on that. He's like, listen, I'm not trying to disrespect the father. Father, he has experience, and when it comes up, but fighters come up to fight for a world title. They go through the ranking system. He's a promoter, try to promote his fighter, right? But you still got to fight your mandatories. There's a ranking system for a reason. Listen, when you start making rules and you start making boxing a total business, it's wrong for the sport. What happened to the other fighters that earning their way up to the top? Fan Long spot to fight for. He earned that opportunity to fight for a world title. We're looking forward to that, and we see what happens.
How long do you think before it's inevitable that he's fighting the Chisoras or the Dillian Whites, Oscar Riveses, like you said, the contenders of the world?
We want next. Like seriously, we want next. When after Saturday night, we everything that is done, we want to fight this. I'm pretty sure we want Chisora next. We want Joe Joyce. I want Joe Joyce, Olympic silver medalist versus Olympic silver medalist. We want the juggernaut. This is the guy that people are afraid to fight. We're going after these guys. We're not pretending about anything. I understand the sport. I still look at boxing as a sport as well as a business. But these are fights that we want to fight, and we will go after these fighters next. You know what I mean? Dino Duva just have to make those decisions. You know.
Yeah, I mean, wanting.
It's not Gillette. I'm not to cut you off, but it's not Gillette saying I don't want to fight these fighters. I don't want to do this. You know, these guys have to just make it happen. He wants to represent China. He wants to become the first Chinese heavyweight to become world champion. So, you know, if you have a fighter like that, why not put him in there? I mean, he's telling you he's ready, but I'm telling you that he's ready now.
Now, obviously, wanting and getting is two different things. Like you said, we're talking about a 6'6" southpaw heavyweight. I mean, Luis Ortiz is 6'4", 236, 40 years old, and it's difficult to get fights. That's why I'm asking, when do you think realistically he's going to be in the ring with these other types of names? Like, for instance, why would Oscar Rivas look at Goulet or Dillian White? They're knocking on the door. They're on the cusp. Even Derek Chisora has been linked to Alexander Usyk next. So that's what I'm saying. It's like high risk, low reward.
No, I get it, and I get all of that. But for me, right, the boxing fans is asking when he's going to fight someone, right? You have a power promotional company, Rock Nation. You have Matchroom, power promotional company. I believe that they could make it happen. You know, like we asking for this. You know, all you got to do is just make it happen. And these guys have a lot of shows. Matchroom, they have a lot of boxing shows. Just put us in there. I'm sure we could find somebody that's a contender that people wanted to, that people actually know. So why not? I'm not about making excuses. If a fighter fights and they lose, they lose. If a fighter wins, they win. If the fighter's ducking, I'm gonna call it out like that.
So Sean, I've gotten to see Zhao. Help me again with Goulet. I've gotten to see Goulet spar a couple of top 10 heavyweights, but can you educate our listeners on just who he's been in the ring with and where the confidence in your fighter comes from?
He sparred Adam Konowski. He sparred with Jeremy Big Baby Miller. Just to name a couple. With good sparring. These guys are good. Like it's a little networking around the tri-state area where these guys help each other out here and there. Sparring sessions are competitive. I have a lot of faith in my boxer. I really don't talk about sparring sessions like that. Not in the public, but it's good. Like these guys are. He belongs. You know, everybody knows that this is inside secret in the heavyweight division, but these guys know that they belong in the top, and they know that he's a contender. And that's what it comes down to. You know, we swarm with prospects. Like I said, we swarm with prospects, contenders, veterans. And since I've been working with him as a professional, Goulet has taken it to another level. I'm not tooting my own horn, but just there's another level to Goulet that people don't know, and I hope I get to see it Saturday night as well.
What do you know of Flip Hrgovic? Philip Hrgovic.
Is he heavyweight?
Yes, Croatian heavyweight, trained by Pedro Diaz in Miami. Rank, I would say 11-10 in the WBC. Signed to Matchroom Boxing. He's on the December 7th card. Mike, who's he fighting?
In Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, he's in Saudi Arabia.
Eric Molina.
Yes, he's fighting Eric Molina.
Okay, I don't know anything about him. I will look at him, just find out. Most likely I'm going to Google him when I get off the phone with you guys. But, like I said, I don't know who it is, but I'm not really intimidated by anybody. Today, we believe that he's the best fighter in the world and he wants to prove it. That's all I can say right now. Right now, we're waiting on promoters to make a move. We instructed them, his manager, and promoters got to pull the trigger. The thing they're working with as well right now.
If Zule is victorious on the weekend, how fast do you want to see him back in the ring?
Zule go home for a couple of weeks. He's back in the gym. Zule's eager to get. He's eager. He wants to fight. He's not burnt out. He's in good shape. He loves the boxing. He loves being in the United States training and working. And so he's taking a few weeks off and he's right back. He'll be back in the gym before Christmas. I can guarantee it.
So, in a perfect world, how many fights would you want Zule to have in 2020?
In 2020, listen, Zule at 4 or 5 fights easy. Zule can do. We're not sure. We know Matchroom has a lot of dates, but we don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, Dino Silva has to approve these things, but we're ready to go. As long as things happen, they don't care who's in the ring with us. We just want to fight.
Well, before you can do anything, you got to take care of Andriy Rudenenko, and he's never been stopped. And it's a good barometer fight because he's been in with some common opponents. Ajit Kababel, a good sparring partner, and he's got a win over Derek Chisora, right, Mike?
Yes, right? Yes.
Yep. So then you got Alexander
Povetkin. He's
Povetkin.
Be fighting Joe Joyce for the EBU title too.
I heard he dropped it, but whatever. Another story. Alexander Povetkin, obviously another big name in the division. He'll be facing Michael Hunter on that Saudi Arabia card, and then Huey Fury and Lucas Brown. So all known names giving Rudenenko the loss, but by decision. So statement would be Zule doing it by knockout, but he's got a 14-month layoff. Do you still believe that the knockout could be possible, or have you seen Rudenenko and think he's just a very durable guy where the knockout may not be possible?
I'm biased, so I'm not sure if I'm like a real biased person when it comes to Zule because I actually know what Zule can do. But if he wins by knockout, it doesn't matter to me. But it's about how you look when doing it. To me, it's supply and demand. Zule is an action fighter. He no matter how you look at it, he's going to be in the ring. When he hits you, he's being hit. You know that it's John Zule that's hitting you. But it's going to be a sight to see. I can promise you that.
Well, Sean, man, I want to thank you, obviously, for giving us the opportunity to do this video all the way from Monaco. We wish you nothing but the best. We will be tuned in, courtesy of Dazn, and we're happy that Zule has gotten some television time. I've been talking about him ever since I met him about 2-3 years ago in the Jersey Boys. So very happy to see you guys getting some of your shine, just do, and hopefully he can make a statement and we can bring you back to have your victory lap. Once again, thank you. If you have any social media you want to give out for those not following you can do so. You can do that now.
Check me out on Sean George 101 on Instagram and on Twitter.
Actually, Sean, before you go, our morning topic was Andy Ruiz telling Anthony Joshua to his face that he quit. Did you happen to catch that on Sky Sports, or are you too busy with training camp?
Oh, I didn't get that, but that sounds gangster. I like that. I didn't catch it yet. So I don't know what actually happened. But yeah, wow. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I said. Wow, I didn't think he would say it to his face. So can you give us your breakdown as a trainer of what you believe is going to be possible December 7th in Saudi Arabia for Andy Ruiz versus Joshua 2?
Well, I think this fight to go it could go either way, like I was saying. But I think for Joshua Smith's fight, it go old school, Emmanuel Stewart style. He was trained in Lennox Lewis and Vladimir Klitschko. Work off the jab, work behind the jab. When Daniel Ruiz make a mistake, then that's when he drops the right hand. When he get close, time up. And just don't stay on the inside with this guy and start punching. You work off it. Everything lives with the jab. For Andy Ruiz, he's got to walk him down and make it a fight. Catch, work on the inside and catch Anthony Joshua. He punches in the middle of his punches. Ruiz actually doesn't know how to fight big men. The issue is what Anthony Joshua is going to come into the fight. Is he going to be? What's the word I'm looking for? Is he going to be that guy that hesitant because he lost to Ruiz? I don't think so. But the game plan has to be behind the jab, maybe get on inside, tie him up, use his body weight. But if I'm leaning to someone, I think that it will be Anthony Joshua. I would like it to be Anthony Joshua, to be honest with you.
All right. Now, I heard you slip up there and say Deontay Wilder. Was your mind on Wilder because you got a southpaw and you watch Wilder fight two southpaw fights with Luis Ortiz?
Wilder's a beast, man. Like, seriously, like, I was having a conversation on social media, like, a couple of days ago, maybe yesterday, about lineage champion and who's a world champion and everybody else. Just to be clear, Andy Ruiz is the world heavyweight champion of the world. I think that Deontay Wilder, even though he has the WBC, if you follow the whole history of the championships and everything else, I believe that Joshua, he's the WBC champion. I get that, but he should be number one in the world. Tyson Fury should be number two. I like the franchise championship. I don't like the your titles confuses people. Or everything confuses everybody. But Wilder is he's playing the best competition out there. Tell me who else is doing that in the division right now? No one. Not Tyson Fury, not Anthony Joshua, not Andy Ruiz. You know, that's to me that's the guy to be in this division right in the heavyweight division is Deontay Wilder.
So wait.
I don't care. He doesn't have. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you, but based off what you're saying Wilder's fighting the top competition. So you consider Luis Ortiz a top heavyweight?
Yeah, he is a top. Who wants to fight Luis Ortiz now? These fighters, they don't really. He has trouble with an opponent. He's solid, and you see what Wilder did to him. That's a guy that everybody should be wanting to fight. But Wilder didn't fight Vladimir Klitschko for that world title. Vladimir Klitschko was the heavyweight champion of the world. Tyson Fury was the heavyweight champion of the world. He vacated that title. You know, so I'm following the belt. When from Lennox Lewis, when he was the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Vladimir Klitschko, then it was Tyson Fury, then he vacated, then Vladimir Klitschko got it back, then Anthony Joshua got it back. Now that belongs to Andy Ruiz. You know, he's a great guy. Nobody expected it, but he's the world champion. That's just the way I look at things. I know that we have the WBC, the IBF, the WBO, WBA, and those belts. But if you follow, in my opinion, if you just follow the belt from when the last undisputed champion before it broke off, that's where you want to end up with Andy Ruiz. The other day I was watching on the WWE, and they introduced Tyson Fury as the heavyweight champion of the world. That confuses the fans. I know a lot of people don't agree with me. They like this franchise belt. They like the regular belt. But I'm just a little bit old school when it comes to following the champion. In the UFC, you don't see, like, they have one light heavyweight champion, one heavyweight champion, and then they have the other contenders. What's wrong with that?
We agree with you, man. We don't believe in franchise, regulars, interim. But this is the problem right here, Sean, and this is what I've been asking my co-hosts back and forth throughout this month, last month. It's like who are we? Even who are you to tell Brandon Figueroa that he's not a champion because it's a regular belt, but his broadcaster and his promoter are making posters about him being a world titleist and him defending his world title, and then the announcers are saying he's a champion. And I mean, so how do I? Isn't it disrespectful though?
Disrespectful to who?
To that
person. I think it's disrespectful to the fans. I agree with you. Listen.
Again, I agree with you, but look at it from my shoes, right? Here I am. I approached you. I need an interview. What if your fighter had an interim, and I'm like, you know, I'm the guy that shits on interim titles. Why would you want to come sit down with me? Is all I'm saying. If the promoters and everyone else are giving this belt credence, it's hard for the fans not to.
Yeah, but I get that. But what's wrong with being number 1 in the world? Number 2 in the world, top 10 in the world. If you go to any casual fan and you say, "Oh yeah, I'm number 8 in the world," they're gonna look at you with stuff like, "Wow, okay, that's pretty, that's impressive." Is that I'm number 5 in the world, or I'm number 1 in the world? But you start saying, "Oh, I'm right now." Go to a casual fan and ask them who's the heavyweight champion of the world. They only look at you sideways. You may get a fan like last time I checked, it was Mike Tyson. These are fans don't know that, and that's boxing. You want people to know who the champion is. It's nothing. It's like, for example, if I'm saying the number one champion of the number 1 contender of the world, ranked number 1 in the world, that's a big thing. That's an accomplishment. To beat it, I don't know. I just think that if this rubs me the wrong way. They made Dazn Haney, and he's a very talented boxer, a regular champion, and then they made Lomachenko franchise champion. So, and for the average fighter, right? So basically, if Lomachenko loses the title, right, the person that beat him doesn't get the franchise title. That's something I think I read that somewhere. Does that make sense to you?
No, none of that makes sense. But it's clear. It's clear that Lomachenko and his team didn't want that Haney fight. You have to ask to be franchise champion. You're not granted franchise champion status. I was in Mexico, in Cancun, for the WBC convention. I spoke directly to Carl Moretti, and when I asked him, I said, "How's the weekend? How has this convention been for you?" He said, "Fantastic. We got everything we wanted." I said, "What did you get?" He said, "Well, we got Lomachenko's franchise." I said, "So you asked for him to?" He said, "Of course." I said, "But how can you be undisputed when you fight the winner of Comey and Teofimo if you gave up the belt and now there's a new WBC champion in Haney?" He says, "Because everyone knows who's the champ."
That's wrong. They changing the sport. They changing the rules of the sport. Why?
Because of danger.
Like I said,
it's because of danger. It's because of the Comey.
But why is it? So why are we, as media and fans of the sport, making it right?
We are not.
The promoters that could have Top Rank. We are, yes.
No.
People are saying follow social media. Follow social media right now. People are Tyson Fury is the champion.
Well, everyone is going to use what fits their narrative, though, Sean. Everyone, the Fury fans that believe he beat Wilder, of course they're going to call Fury a lineal champ, And the Wilder fans that believe he's the baddest man on the planet are going to call him the baddest man on the planet. Yeah. So, I mean, everyone has a fandom. You got to remember, in the old days, we didn't have social media. It's different now. Now there's social media. So these fans... they not only do the fighters have a fan base, but they hear the people's voice as well. It's a little different, I think.
Yeah. But both of those fighters are good. I'm fans of both fighters, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. I think Deontay Wilder, his last fight, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, damn, this guy is about to lose this fight again. He's about to lose this fight. And then boom, the guy has scary power. It comes out. So from round 1 to round 12, you're in danger. Every second of every round. It only takes 1 second for Deontay Wilder. And you have Tyson Fury that fights like a light heavyweight, 6'9", could reach, I don't know, right? It fights like a light heavyweight, moving around. It's like I'm not criticizing neither one of the fighters, but what I'm saying is that you follow the belts, and Tyson Fury gave up that belt. You know, the promoters, the media people have to make it known. Listen, Tyson Fury gave up the belt. He was stripped of the IBF title, right? After he beat Klitschko, the IBF said after a few days, the IBF said you have to fight your mandatory. Tyson Fury said, well, I can't fight my mandatory, but I can't fight my mandatory. I have a rematch clause with Klitschko. So the IBF stripped him of that title. So now Tyson Fury has the IBO, the WBO, WBA, and the Ring Magazine, and then he vacated those titles because he had to do it. Right? But he vacated it. He said, I'm not going to fight anymore. I'm doing elite boxing alone. He vacated that title. Tell the story.
Well, he was stripped. He was stripped. Remember, he had the drug test
of the IBF.
No. He was stripped of all them titles because he had that drug test. You know, he didn't want to have his hearing, and that's why he went on a 3-month sabbatical. So then they ran the sentence, what they call retroactive. They're like, all right, you've been out of the ring 3 years, so you serve your sentence just because they wanted him back in boxing. But that's really what happened. You know, he tested positive.
Now Fury came out and said he never failed any kind of drug test. He said it was adverse findings. It wasn't a failed test.
Bruh, he copped out.
Yeah,
he took the plea. He took the plea and he served a retroactive sentence, so he could say whatever he want.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, no, we hear you.
But what I'm saying is that, from my understanding, he didn't get fined. Maybe he got something wrong with his drug test. But he vacated. He said, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. And he just released and he vacated. Other than the IBF he was definitely stripped of because he couldn't finish the story. The other belts, my understanding from everything that had happened, that he vacated the title. And then he went on his whole 3-year sabbatical. But you can't call him a champion after that. You could say that, okay, he's coming back for his titles. He needs to fight Dan Crowder. He needs to fight Anthony Joshua, which I don't think Anthony Joshua wants to fight. You know, so it's just a lot of things that's, I don't know, it's just a lot of opinions and everything else, but the fact is that he vacated it, and that's what actually happened. And, you know, but boxing is one of the sports where everything is an opinion. Even when you get in the fight, who won this round is somebody's opinion. There's no clear-cut anything. So if it's a round is close, who you want to give it to? But that's the Wilder fight. Wilder versus Fury fight is another fight that I want to see. I heard they said it's supposed to be happening in February, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Wilder says February. We had him on the show yesterday evening. He said the 22nd. He said he'll be ready. He's going to go on 2 weeks or so to Italy, and he'll be back to start training camp end of December.
Yeah. So that's a great thing. Listen, the guy's a beast. He's well respected.
Yo, Sean,
he earned it.
You know, twice already for both Luis Ortiz camps, I tried to get y'all in there, man. Because the strength and conditioning coach that you use, Fredo, I believe his name is.
Fredo, yeah.
Yeah, man. Fredo. I gave his information to Jay Diaz, or D, excuse me, not Diaz.
Yeah, I know Jay. We communicate.
Yeah, man, and he said he reached out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He said he reached out one time and he didn't get an answer.
No, it was last year when July had the visa issue and he couldn't get back into the States. So that was for sparring. Yeah,
damn. You know, we missed that window. Let me tell you, because what's another southpaw that Wilder would need to get prepared of other than July now? So it's a wrap.
It's always the possibility of Fury going to southpaw.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll prepare for that. They'll use Roberto Alfonso because he switches, you know, because I don't know. You think they're gonna go into the Fury game plan thinking that he may switch and training for that?
I watched Fury in his second fight.
Fury is unpredictable.
Yeah, he switched the whole fight against Derek Chisora, the second fight. So anything is possible with Fury, and we've seen him fight southpaw against Tom Schwartz too.
Well, I mean,
he's unpredictable.
He's got 24. Well, not 24. He's got like more than 14 rounds with Luis Ortiz. Hopefully that works for him.
Yeah.
So are you telling me?
They doing this,
I know. I told you I was letting you go hours ago, but are you telling me that Fei Long's gonna knock out Better Beef? Because that would be some good money. Because he's pretty chinny, you know. James Page put him down, and this guy, what's this guy's name from the UK, Mike?
UK, man. I'm like, what's my guy's name, man? Some Johnson.
No, not Callum.
Not Callum Johnson. Callum Smith. No.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
He's the one. I think he beat Shawnee Monahan, right?
He beat the dog shit out of Shawnee Monahan.
Yeah, he beat Shawnee Monahan.
What's my guy's name?
I don't know, but that's what happens, man. You got to get the win in order to be remembered.
Johnson. Yeah, that's true. But Fei Long's there for the win. We want those belts. The IBF and the WBO. We want those belts. And Fei Long has the opportunity right now to take it. I can't tell you the game plan, but I have a great game plan. I got to go over Fei Long. He's going to be back into training camp in a couple of weeks. We're going to get ready for the fight. They're talking about maybe more for that fight to happen. So if we want to get there, like, I'm confident that Fei Long, people haven't seen what Fei Long can actually do yet. We got some sparring lined up, and we're going to, we here for this win. This will be big for boxing, to mix it up. So Fei Long is just, he's one of the skilled fighters out there, and I'm going to show you guys what we're able to do.
Well, Mr. George, man.
And yes, I'm predicting a win.
Well, I hope so. But I want to thank you again,
some
man.
People going there.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, so some people would go in not thinking they could win. Okay, don't have every intention on this fight. He wants to fight. This is the fight that he wants, that he's been waiting for his whole life. So,
well, it's definitely going to be a rise to the occasion fight because the resume doesn't indicate he's on that level.
Yeah, I know exactly what his level is. We'll see what happens. After you in the gym too, so y'all be seeing us.
All right.
But you want.
Best of luck this
weekend. And I know it's
happy
to. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
No, what were you saying there?
Yeah. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I said no. We don't. No. I said that we're the underdog. I know that maybe nobody has a just for Fei Long, but I just know what he's able to do, and I'm excited. Those kind of fights, I as a coach, excited for. The fight that people think we can't do. That's what we're going to do. So I look forward to it.
All right. Well, Mr. George, man, can't wait to get you back. Best of luck on Saturday. We will be watching live, and can't wait to get you after the win.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you soon. Talk to you guys soon.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Sean George, the trainer of Zhao Zhulay, right, Mike?
John Zhulay.
John Zhulay. Man, we've been butchering that name. Zilly Zang Bang. Why we made our own shit up? That's crazy. More me than you, I'm sure. Zhulay. Listen, man, he's on the right side of the planet, at least. You know what I mean? Especially if they want contenders. Boy, Matchroom got a few. He could get Melina next. Who else is out there? David Price. I think he's a heavy hitter though. So it's like I said, if they were scared of what's his name? Luis Ortiz, they're gonna be afraid of this dude. But he's not that young himself. I think he's coming up there. He's what? 83, Mike. What's that?
83 years old?
No, 1983, bruh.
That's the 36.
You see? So, again, heavyweights, you know, they're expected to be older, but, you know.
Do we still got Andy's father coming on, or
we do? But do me ain't answer me, man. I'm not gonna call that man with no translator.
I feel you. God damn if you don't.
And my professional translator said he can't do it. He got too much going on. It's Thanksgiving. I said I got you, man.
I understand that. It is Thanksgiving. I didn't realize what they was.
I told you Adji Kevin Bell dropped that shit. Top Rank signed him, B.
Yeah, I didn't know he dropped the EBU.
He like, what I'm gonna fight Joe Joyce for when I could go on the Top Rank side, fight Pulev and Fury?
I just thought it made sense because, Joe Joyce is over there with Frank Warren, so, it's not like a far-fetched idea. But I guess it, what I'm saying? He just didn't want to fight. Or he felt like he get better opportunities over in the States with Top Rank, which he probably can. Probably maybe be opponent for like Brian Jennings or Big Baby, Pulev,
Brian Jennings out in Saudi living his best life.
Hey, he can pay. I mean, sparring. I wonder how much AJ pay sparring partners, because we always have.
Bro, I don't even think it matter for this one. Like, he taking you to Saudi. For Brian Jennings, he's already Muslim, so it's like,
Oh, yeah.
It's like Mecca shit for you. You know what I mean? Like, this is something. This is like historic. He out there in the full. He out there.
Yeah.
He out there. He on his his dean out there. And I believe I gotta get Timothy Moulton on just to ask him that. I believe them sheiks gave him a phantom. Like, bruh. Like, bruh, do your thing while you out here in the phantom.
Oh yeah, while you there, yeah.
Bruh. A phantom, though, that's a $500,000 car to give someone as a fucking Uber.
My nigga to a sheik that's like a $40,000 car. These niggas getting paid.
That's amazing. If that, like, again, I don't know. Maybe he was just like videoing it and they let him sit in it, but it, from the caption and that, it looked like my man got lent a phantom for the time he's out there. 5-0, Timothy Moulton, 5-0. Let me get all up in them DMs and get myself to camp.
Boy,
you gotta love America, man. The land of opportunity, bro. The internet done made entrepreneur. Look, that man, wow. They out there, bro. He showed the buffet. They had, they cook, but everything. I mean, I couldn't even tell you. It was too much food. It's just it's just everything. Go watch his videos. I don't know if it was story or whatever, but oh shit, Doomy said, do I still need him?
Nigga eating good out there.
Cause if he available, I'm gonna try Andy Dad. Why not? He out in Saudi. Yeah, man. Very, 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 very. It looks like they living life, bro. They went on a night run. But even Andy getting treated. I seen Andy came with a lot of people too. Looked like Andy brought a couple of tias and everything. Aguelas came with him in the whole nine. So he must be feeling good.
See, I played that.
Yeah. Let's get to some callers. Let me see what Doomy talking here. He talking about what time he coming on now, champ.
Listen right now, you two smash that thumbs up button. We just had George. What's his name? George what?
Sean George, the trainer of John Joulet.
John Joulet or John Zhao.
No, Joulet.
Joulet. He's the Spanish heavyweight that we've been
Spanish,
talking about.
Chinese.
Chinese heavyweight.
Yo, what strain you over there? What you got over there, B?
Yeah, man. I'm out to motherfucking Friday or Saturday. One of them days. My dude get back tomorrow.
Oh, but, man. Damn, they killed you for Thanksgiving?
Man. But anyway, and that ain't even important. Damn, my train of thought just fucking. Why you do it to me, Ness, nigga?
Listen,
just
man, because I'm sad for you. Thanksgiving like that, bruh. That ain't right. Who's that guy, man? He ain't right. But let me get out to these sponsors, man. He ain't say he ready yet, man. Damn, man, we need some translators, man. get Andy Ruiz on this show.
Just tell
Senior.
him talking to Google, and we'll do it like that.
Nah, man. We need some AI. Shit, they should have apps for that. Like call this person through this app, and everything he's speaking to it. Either way, you know y'all can hear it. I don't know why we ain't got an app for that.
Pretty sure we do. Just ain't it ain't popping yet.
All right, I'm waiting for Doomy, but it ain't working. We're gonna go out to the callers while he get himself together. It was 6, so it's like 8 now. He got to hurry up before we lose our window.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
All right. We going out to, I believe it's Amin. Amin?
You.
Is this King Amin?
It is, fellas. It is. What's going on, fellas?
Where have you been? How are you, my friend?
Listen, man. I'm good, man. Listen, like when we talk about this boxing shit, about it being a fight, that's exactly what it is. It's life, man. And listen, I just want to say something right quick before I get into it. I admire and I watch this show grow and develop over time. And I watch Ness and I watch anybody surrounding him, and people suffer so many setbacks and challenges. The determination that you have, bro, to keep this content growing and building the way it does, hats off to you, brother. Hats off to the Boxing Voice. Hats off to everybody. Hats off, all the callers, all of us. I love TBV. Shout out to my pops. I just buried my pops, so rest in peace. So that's the fight I lost. So we talking about Joshua. Big losses, homie. I don't know, is he like, because I'm feeling good after the loss I took. I'm being serious, but I'm being, like, back on the boxing shit. Like, I'm feeling good. Like you said, Ness, in that picture, Joshua don't look like he's feeling good after the loss. I don't know. So is this a cash out? Because he has nothing left. If for some strange reason Wilder lost to Ortiz, then that would have been Joshua, and Wilder might have could have. But Joshua has nothing left in the sport if he loses this fight. So I don't know if he's just riding the wave or what, man. But shit, man, I don't know, man. But yeah, man, shout out to TBV. Shout out to the show. I ain't hear Mike. Is Mike on here?
Yeah, he right.
What up, and me?
Mike, my guy, what's good, man?
Living life, big dog.
There you go, man.
I mean, well, definitely happy to hear from you, and sorry for your loss, brother. I hope that you, feel better, and
shit, I'm feeling.
Ooh, shit, sorry, I didn't know you hit me with the dead air. I didn't know you was coming back. Go ahead.
Nah, I was saying I'm feeling better than Joshua, man. Like, yo, I'm feeling like I could go out there and get you just because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you take a loss, man, you supposed to feel like, yo, when I go in there, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. He don't look like that.
That's what I'm saying. Mike talking about we reading too much into it, and
it's boxing. Ness, you cannot to cut you, bro. You can't read too much into it. It's the fucking fight of your life. We done lost mad fighters this year, but like when you supposed to be the big state, they built a stadium for this shit, and you nonchalant. It don't work like that, man. It ain't never reading too much into it. It's boxing. It's a sport, man. It's a science. It's life, man. Niggas supposed to be fired out.
I mean, man, well, thanks again for calling in. Prayers out to you and your family. Sorry for your loss, brother. Glad to hear you back, and hope to continue to hear you come on the show. We're going to go out to some other callers. We got Texas.
JD, motherfucker.
There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my game, my boxing. I don't know why they gonna call me for I'm a 54 pounder, but I have a brother that's at 160.
JD.
Yo. What up, fellas? Happy holidays to you, man. Happy holidays, man. Good to hear y'all on this morning. Listen, man, I mean, good to meet you in New York. Cool dude, man. Sorry to hear that. But, you know, it's a part of life cycle, man. Life got to keep on rolling. Look, man, about the subject, listen, I just got to watching the George Foreman documentary. And it plays into this so well because when Foreman lost to Ali, he couldn't stand the sight of Ali. You know what I'm saying? Like he and we not getting that from Joshua. You know what I'm saying? I think it just plays into the heart of a true champion. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to get back at Ali so bad. He was chasing him down to venues. With this guy, you know, I don't see that same hunger. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got the fight, he got the rematch, of course, but I just don't. It's a certain hunger that he don't have, and so I'm gonna say the same thing. Ruiz again, gonna catch him again, but yeah, man, yo, I'm so hype off of watching that documentary, man, because like what Bob Arum did to career, man, yo, I did not know. There's so much that I didn't know about Foreman, man. Yo, I'm about to start watching a bunch of these documentaries. So that shit got me hyped, man. That's all I got, man.
Use that boomerang. JD, man, where you going to be at for that fight, man? We need to replicate. For those that don't know, the person you just heard is the infamous man in the red hat of our reaction video that was from the beginning of the opening bell, picking Ruiz to win and calling out every single good thing that he did before we seen the good that he did. So again, before round 3 came and I'm still like, man, you crazy, AJ about to knock this motherfucker out. He's like, nah, look, you seen what he did right there? Yo, he about to get him. Huh? And damn, it went down. So, yo, I would love to watch the rematch with you is basically what I'm saying, champ. Let's do it. Who we got? We got... Looks like Troy in Baltimore on a boomy.
What up, Troy?
Hey, big up yourself, man. How you doing?
Good morning to you, man. I'm doing all right.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. That brother just called in. I mean, I want to tell him that, tell him that the Almighty loved you so much that he kept your life in order. The son buried the father, and that is the order of things. And that's just, you got some blessings coming to you in this life, man, because there's a strength in you and you very much love. So that's all I can say on that, right? And everybody's call. You know what? I'm going to use my boomerang. So, and Nestor, I got to say this about your callers, right? First they said he took the rematch too soon. This is Joshua. Now they saying he's not showing enough passion. I got to get my Tyrese on you now. What do you want from me? What do y'all want from the brother? What do you want from the brother?
Preach.
You told him not to take the rematch. He took it because it was too. You said it was too soon. It's too soon. Now you saying he ain't showing no passion. Go ahead and speak on that real quick for me. Hello?
I did that already the entire beginning of the show. That's like everything I did before the interview.
He ain't got nothing for you, Troy. Go ahead, Troy.
I wasn't tuned in. I wasn't tuned in at the beginning of the show, brother. I'm kind of busy.
That's the beauty of on demand, rewind, and all that good shit. But Troy, guess what?
Nah, it can't be 3 minutes already. You need to
cut it. Oh, you using your boomerang? My bad. Go for it. Damn.
Yes, man.
Damn.
I just okay, Nestor.
You don't even want to hear what nobody else got to say. He just want 3 minutes of himself.
90 seconds.
No, all due respect, man. You can't be so quick to get me off because you don't like what I'm saying all the time. This is what I want to ask you. I'm sorry. No, this is what I want to ask you. When you were talking to brother and he brought up Lou Duva, did you have to Google Duva, or did you know who he was? No, I'm not playing with you this time because you have a habit of not knowing his history. I'm just asking you, man to man. Did you know who Duva was?
60 seconds.
How you doing, Mike? How you doing, Mike?
Troy, man, I'm great. I didn't know who Duva was. Still don't know who he is.
Okay, well, Duva ties into the brother I was telling y'all about before. Two of them, Mike McCollum and Georgie Benton. Duva's a great promoter. Georgie Benton was a great fighter who became a great trainer with Duva, and they trained Mike, and one of his fighters was Mike McCollum. And back to you, Nestor. Mark Breland is in Holyfield's camp, but you don't know who Georgie Benton is. I'm just giving y'all some history because I mean the next caller gonna call in and stick to the subject, but I'm in a happy mood, so I'm sharing.
I'm gonna look up Georgie
there you
Benton.
go.
How you spell his
Yeah,
last
please
name?
do, man.
10 seconds.
How you spell his last name, Troy? Benton? If so,
Troy
just
gone, man. There's only one man with a triple ring, man. Troy is gone.
Put it in the chat for me, Troy.
Troy is gone. Mike in Miami, what up with that good weather out there? Mike, you slacking on your slipping, slacking on your pimping. I forgot how it go. Fuck it. CYP, what up? Troy fucked me all up. You see that? I can't do this interview after Troy.
Yo. Happy Thanksgiving, motherfuckers.
Happy Thanksgiving.
What up?
Yo, I know the UK, I don't think they celebrate Thanksgiving. They shouldn't, but hey, if y'all don't, I want to tell y'all today, I'm thankful for y'all. I'm thankful that y'all have 4 undisputed champions and y'all reaching to catch us at number 50. I'm glad y'all right on our heel. 4 and 50 is real close. I'm thankful that y'all want to believe that AJ didn't quit. I'm thankful because the betting odds gonna go up, and I'm about to get rich. I'm thankful that y'all called, that y'all left this show, and y'all left the angle for me to come in and destroy it. And now y'all calling back because y'all getting y'all nuts back. I'm grateful. I'm thankful for everything y'all do on this show. Anyway, I need my boomerang to run back to back because we got a big gym session today. We got like 100 people coming in to get their workout in before Thanksgiving. And I think all y'all should all y'all take my advice today. Go work out before you eat. That way that food don't sit on you. Go work out before you eat. That way that food don't sit on you and y'all feel better in the morning and shit. But other than that, I do want to tell y'all happy Thanksgiving, everybody on the show, everybody that called in. Stainless, my boy Jay, my boy Stonebone, Cass, Kenny Linder, all y'all cats who rock the CYP. I love y'all. For real, I love y'all. You know we have real conversations after the show. Everybody who hate me, y'all know my slogan, y'all can EAD. And if you don't want to fight, watch what you Skype and watch what you type, because y'all getting crazy now. But anyway, Ness, Mike, great job. Supermax, Doomy, happy Thanksgiving, man. Love y'all. I'll be back tomorrow to lay y'all asses out. CYP out.
Lay somebody out. Great call, CYP, man. Thank you for calling in. I'm gonna do something on Georgie Benton, Troy. I'm watching one of his videos now, so I will be doing like maybe a reaction video to Georgie Benton. Okay. Next, we having another caller?
Hey, Doomy, let me get a mic check. You ready? Can I hear you? Is you there? I don't hear no sniffles, so I'm assuming you ain't there. Because we can't hear you, that mean you ain't there.
Am I even here?
You there without a mic.
Nah, I got muted, but then I can't unmute from my screen right now.
Could you go to the settings and connect your mic or no?
It's connected. Can you hear me?
Nah, you definitely not connected.
It says I'm connected to my device, to my default device.
Default is not the mic. You got to look for the name of your mic. I'm gonna jab y'all with this rookie shit. Look, they go to Sniffles. He's in the building when you sniffing up. Call him Mr. Sniffles.
Yo, but I have no control.
Wait. I think that's it. Now you on.
Yeah, nah, I got the mic on, but I got no control on my screen.
Well, you don't need control. You just need. Could you hear us so you could hear Andy's
I
father?
can hear you, and all I want to say is happy Thanksgiving to my whole TBV fam all across the country, all across the world. You know, regardless of whatever you think about this holiday, at the end of the day, we come together, we break bread, and we give thanks for the things we're thankful for. So shout out to everyone. Bless, bless.
Let's hope we ain't missed this Andy joint. I'm back. I'll be back in a bit.
Give me a caller. Give me a caller. Give me a caller.
We got to talk to el Don
Stainless.
Andy Ruiz Senior. Vamos a hablar con el mero.
Yo, I heard my name, so I'm gonna go on and jump in there. Doomsday, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving, man. Mike, happy Thanksgiving to you. I'm gonna save my boomerang for after the Ruiz Senior interview, man. Do you know I was up till 4 o'clock this morning listening to that Wilder show from last night, man? My man's gave me a bomb squad and everything. So to the champ, man, I want to say much love, thank you, and appreciation, man. You are the people's champion. You are my champion, man. And thanks for all you do. Man, what an exciting week, man. We done went straight from Wilder Ortiz too. You know what I'm saying? Now we are getting ready for Ruiz and Joshua. So all these UK callers coming out the woodworks now, man. I'm so happy for my UK callers, man. I don't care what Stone Bone say, man. Welcome back, man. I hope y'all not tired from the swim across the pond, you know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all come with some energy, you know what I'm saying, for these next couple weeks before Anthony Joshua get knocked out again, and then y'all go climb back under the rock that y'all was hiding under. But after he does get knocked out, please stay with the show, man. You know what I'm saying? Our fighters, our U.S. fighters, you know what I'm saying, they don't always win. Sean Porter got 2-3 losses on his record. And in this last fight, he made me a bigger fan of him now than I was before. Keith Thurman lost to Pacquiao, but in that fight, he made me a bigger fan of him than I was before his loss. So don't just lose faith in your fighter just because he lost, man. People lose. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather era is over. You know what I'm saying? Be proud of your fighters and celebrate them. You know what I'm saying? Just like you're supposed to celebrate people in life, not wait until they dead to give them their flowers. Celebrate your fighters now, man, and do it after they lose too, because that don't mean their career is over just because they got an L. That just means they gotta go back to the drawing board and improve themselves. So you get to have an improved fighter. But if you ain't giving them no love and support, you know what I'm saying? It's just like for me, an artist on the stage. If you ain't giving me no energy, then you gonna get a dry show from me too. You know what I'm saying? So continue to get that love, man. Stop being pussies with that shit, man. I ain't want to have to go there with it, but you know what I'm saying? That shit pissed me off almost as much as Dillian White, man. If you're going to be a fan, be a fan. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you're just a follower. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just trying to rant air, so I'll let y'all get back to it, man. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast because it's TBV for life. And y'all saw after all them questions yesterday, niggas sending questions through the super chat. Shit didn't even get answered. You know why? Because you ain't on Patreon. You stupid. And shout out to El Camino. Peace.
Great call, big dog. Thanks, man. We appreciate you calling in.
All right, man, so I spoke to Senior. He say he need another 10 minutes. He got to make another quick call. Obviously, you know, sorry, he busy. We going out to Steve on Skype. Talk to us. Steve Williams on Skype. Steve Williams on Skype. That one white boy, talk to us.
Oh, mate, sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Steve. Talk to us.
What's up, Steve?
Ness, mate, nice to speak to you. I'm Dave86 Hooch in the chat, just so you know. I've been listening for a minute now. I'm really enjoying the show. A couple of things I want to pick up on. First of all, to Amin, you know, sorry for your loss. Keep fighting the good fight, bro. Second thing is Joshua did quit. Simple as that. I'm a big fan of his, but you know he's been rocked before. He got up from Klitschko, but he quit against Ruiz. Needs to right that wrong. Had a couple of other points I wanted to raise. Great interviews recently as well. And fuck yeah, great show. Keep it up. And the last point is, guys, the B sample is fucking irrelevant. Dillian White doesn't want it tested. He knows it's going to fail. It's all about what you can do when they finish their investigations. Until that point, stop shouting B sample, man. That's it. Bit nervous, first time caller.
No problem, bro. Great call. Don't be nervous. Hope to hear you back. And you know, at this point, the B sample doesn't matter because they gave him a fight. It doesn't matter anymore. Like, he could fight without the sample. So,
You know, I believe the only time the B sample is tested is when it is asked for, right?
yeah, and he got asked for it.
Yeah, so I don't think motherfuckers don't even ask for it, bro.
All right. The Ask Andy Ruiz Sr. post is officially out. So if you want to ask the father of Andy Ruiz Jr. any questions, he's in Saudi Arabia. He should be on the show in the next 10 minutes. If you're a patron of The Boxing Voice, you can head on over to patreon.com/The Boxing Voice and put your question in. It's going to be in order as well. So first come, first serve. You never know how much time he has. It is getting later by the minute out there, and he looks to be extremely busy. So once again, patreon.com/The Boxing Voice. And look at our Patreon not as you giving us money, but as a way to keep us here so that we can continue to do this on a daily basis. Obviously, you know that this is a not only difficult job, but one that does not pay. It's a fan-driven show, so without you guys, there is no us, and we do hope that you appreciate the work we're putting in. It is thanks for giving. Remember that. So we're going to go to another call while we wait. Oh, we got El Teaser. Talk to me. El Teaser on Skype.
What's up?
44-7? 44-7? Whoever that is. No? Yes? Maybe so? You just listening? What's that? Okay, just listening, champ. I got you. All right. So we got... Who we got over here?
We got over there.
Albany, we got... Who's in Albany? What's my man's name? Oh, my God. Antonio in Albany, what up?
What up, Antonio?
What's going on? Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm bringing back to yesterday's phone call real quick, man. People must have forgot the boxing voice, man. You know, at some point it used to be the Danny Garcia voice. It used to be the fucking Mayweather voice. Shit, at times it was a Thurman voice. Nowadays it's fucking Errol Spence voice, the Wilder voice, the Canelo voice. Yeah. I guarantee you, in 2020, 2021 is gonna be the Crawford voice and the Lomachenko voice. And yes, you're gonna remember this phone call, man. You're gonna be jumping on Crawford's bandwagon and Lomachenko's bandwagon. But as far as the fight, man, I think I'm gonna change my mind, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna have to go with Joshua on this one on the rematch. You know, I just feel like he has more to prove than Andy. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he's gonna be ready more than before. Maybe he was clubbing the night before. Maybe he wasn't taking his fight seriously. But this time, I think he's serious, man, and he's gonna have a different game plan. And honestly, I'm gonna go with Joshua, and I think he's gonna win by knockout. But other than that, man, just make sure y'all eat, and happy Thanksgiving, man. I'm out. Great show.
All right. We're going out to the UK.
Sing along if you know the words. Come on.
What up, Coyote?
What's going on, people? What's going on? Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy holidays, champ.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we don't do Thanksgiving over here, but, nothing wrong with spreading love, innit? But yeah, listen, what's today's show about again? Oh yeah, Andrew Ruiz, AJ. Yeah, you know how I feel about the whole thing. I think AJ is going to do what he needs to do. But just quickly bringing it back to the whole Dylan White issue, when Dylan White turned down the fight earlier on for AJ, I said that he was making a mistake, and I said he was ducking AJ. So it's interesting now that, you know, he didn't take the fight. He
Coyote
could have been
in the UK, do apologize. We have to put you on mute as I have the father of Andy Ruiz Jr., Andy Ruiz Sr. on the line. Andy, ¿cómo está? Quiero primeramente darte las gracias por darnos la oportunidad de tenerte en el programa y hacerle esta entrevista. ¿Qué horas son allá ahora mismo?
Son las 8 de están de 16 para las 7. 16 para las 7 de la tarde aquí en Arabia.
Oh, son las 7, ok. Dame un minuto para hacerle the translation al público. All right, so ladies and gents, all I did was simply ask, obviously thank him for being on the show and giving us the opportunity to interview him and ask him what time it was in Saudi Arabia. He said it's about 16 minutes to 7 o'clock. But it looks like we have Alexander Lioness on, so he will take over the translation. Andy, ahora tengo la persona que me va a traducir todo para que yo pueda hablar en inglés para el público. Él te lo va a traducir a usted y ya sabe. So, te introduzco a Alexander.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Sí, Alexander, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, aquí esperando esta gran pelea que van a tener allá en Saudi Arabia.
Sí, va a ser una gran pelea. Estamos ya listos para la pelea.
Yeah, we're already ready for the fight. It's going to be a big fight.
Ask him how's the treatment been since arriving to Saudi Arabia.
Don Ruiz, ¿cómo lo han tratado en Saudi Arabia hasta este día? Desde el primer día que usted ha llegado, ¿cómo están las cosas allá para ustedes, para el equipo Ruiz?
Desde el primer día que llegamos nos han tratado magníficamente, muy bien, fíjate, muy atentos. Ayer tuvimos una cena con el príncipe, yo y Andy, y Manny Robles y David García. Todos nos han tratado de maravilla, son unas personas muy finas, están muy emocionados ellos con la pelea.
Don Ruiz says that they've been treating them very magnificent. They actually had a sit-down dinner with the Prince, him, Manny Robles, a couple of the other guys from the team, and they're very excited people for the fight, and it's just been wonderful.
Now, Axum, one of the biggest rumors surrounding this fight is that there's a huge possibility Canelo Alvarez will be in attendance supporting Andy. Does he know of that, and is there any truth?
Don Ruiz, hay un rumor que tal vez Canelo Álvarez va y llega a Saudi Arabia y le da su apoyo a Andy Ruiz. ¿Ha oído usted eso? ¿O si sabe si es verdad que Canelo tal vez viene?
Sí, Canelo habló con Andy y le dijo que iba a venir a apoyarlo a la pelea, en la pelea la última pelea que tuvo Canelo con Cabalate. Dijo que venía a la pelea, ¿verdad? Ojalá esperamos que venga para que nos apoye y apoye a Andy y vamos a estar muy orgullosos que la presencia de Canelo aquí.
Yeah, he said that he had mentioned that, when Ruiz was at the Kovalev fight, mentioned that he was going to come and show his support, and they're saying they're waiting to see if he is going to be there, and they'd be very happy to have his presence there with the full Mexican support.
All right, my next one is just ask him what did Andy say, if anything, or what was his reaction after he told Anthony Joshua to his face that he felt that he quit. And if he doesn't remember when he said that, just remind him that it was during the taping of The Gloves Is Off.
You want me to tell him how he felt?
I just want to know, did Andy say anything to him? Did he say anything? Because that was the first time where Andy told him to his face that he quit.
Está preguntando Nes que cuando se vieron a cara Ruiz y Andy Ruiz y AJ, por la primera vez Andy le dijo a AJ que él se quitió. Entonces lo que está preguntando Nes es que después de la face-off, y que Andy le dijo eso a AJ. Si usted y Andy tal vez hablaron o qué se dijeron o qué fue la reacción de AJ.
Sí, mira, estuvimos en Londres, cuando vinimos a Londres a la conferencia, lo llevaron ahí a una conferencia de televisión ahí, entonces ya los pusieron cara a cara. Y el Andy le dijo que pues él cuitió y el Andy se siente bien seguro de que va a ganar esta pelea. Él cuitió y se lo dijo en su cara y él me dijo a Andy, me dijo a mí que se siente bien seguro, bien positivo, que le va a volver a pegar, que va a dejar todo en claro para la gente, ¿verdad?
Don Ruiz says that they had them at a London conference, for a TV network or something like that, and they put them face to face. And Andy said that to him. He said that you quit, and after that, they kind of related to each other, father and son, and Junior was telling him, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna finish the job. I'm gonna leave it all in the ring, and he feels very confident. That he's gonna be able to do the job.
Now, does he feel? I guess. Is he happy that Andy is again coming in as an underdog since he and his other son and I believe one other relative bet a lot of money on Andy and won because he was an underdog? Or is he taking it as a sign of disrespect?
Say that again, this?
So Andy is still an underdog in the betting line. So,
okay.
So ask him, is he happy about it? Because the last time he was an underdog, him and his family made a lot of money. They all bet.
Okay.
Right. Or is he now, at this point, taking it as a form of disrespect?
Ok, no, lo que está preguntando Nestor es que si usted como lo tienen como Andy como el underdog, ¿verdad? El que tal vez, el que tiene que, digamos, hacer más para que la gente crean que él es verdaderamente el campeón, ¿verdad? Entonces, en Las Vegas tenían los apuestos contra Andy, ¿verdad? Entonces, ustedes apostaron, ¿verdad? En su hijo y hicieron un poquito de billete, ¿no? Entonces, lo que Néstor está preguntando es si ustedes están esta vez alegres en la misma vez porque Las Vegas los tienen así, en esos odds, o allá que son campeones, ¿lo molesta un poco que tal vez Las Vegas lo tenga así?
No, fíjate que no me molesta porque la última pelea fue igual, entonces yo le dije a todos los de mi familia que apostaran, que porque Andy iba a ganar en el 7 round, lo iba a parar Anthony Joshua. Y lo mismo ahorita, me siento a gusto que sea el Andy el underdog, porque así vamos a ganar dinero, ¿verdad? Yo ya aposté dinero en Las Vegas, ahora que fue la pelea de Canelo, y apuesten ustedes también, dile a este pelón que apueste también para que gane y me haga caso. Del tercero al 6, 7 y 8, dile que apuesten esos rounds y va a ganar dinero. Se lo dije a él en su cara ahí en Nueva York que iba a ganar Andy y este pelón se reía de mí. ¿Cómo va a ganar tu hijo? Me decía. Y mira,
estaba contra mí, yo era el único que iba con Andy y todos estaban contra mí, pero ganamos ese día. Well, what Mr. Ruiz is saying is that he's not really, he's not feeling any shade or bad about it. He feels like, him and his family, the first fight, they bet, they won some money, they did all right. And this time around, they're the underdog again. So, they're going to bet their money. He bet some money already in Las Vegas. He's telling Ness, Ness the Baldy, he went against me and laughed at me when I was telling him that he was going to finish Anthony. And, I bet for the 7th round and, he finished them. And I suggest you guys bet too, man. But go bet your money. Go win some money.
He's actually said 3, 6, and 8, right? Confirm that.
For what? The rounds?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See? 3, 6, and 8. He said put your money on 3, 6, and 8.
3, 6, and 7.
Oh, 3, 6, and 7.
6 and 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, My next question is, obviously there's been a lot of, I guess, concern or speculation as to whether AJ has lost too much weight because he's robotic. Does he lose the weight? Does he slim down? What does Senior Ruiz think about that, about AJ slimming down? Is that going to help him in any way, or does he think he'll still be too mechanical and robotic?
Don Ruiz está preguntando, Néstor, que, bueno, el público han tenido un poquito de preocupación porque AJ dicen que perdió un poco de peso, ¿verdad? Está más liviano para que él pueda moverse más fluido, ¿me entiende? Más para que tenga más movimiento, porque han dicho que es como un robot. Pero ¿qué cree usted de ese peso que ha perdido y si él todavía va a ser el mismo peleador? ¿Le va a ayudar a perder ese peso o va a todavía estar así como robot?
No, yo pienso que Anthony Joshua es un gran peleador. Yo lo respeto a Anthony Joshua mucho y es un gran peleador, y yo pienso que ellos tienen su estrategia, ¿verdad? Bajar el músculo para ser más rápido, porque no pueden con la rapidez de Andy, y bajar el músculo y las piernas para poderse mover en el ring, porque yo creo que es la estrategia que van a hacer ellos de moverse en el ring, pero nosotros tenemos nuestra estrategia también, ¿verdad? Para pararlo cuando trate de hacer eso. Pero es todo, lo que él está bajando eso porque se va a sentir, yo creo, más veloz, más rápido. Pero vamos, el día de la pelea puedes traer cualquier estrategia, y el día de la pelea, cuando sienta los golpes, es cuando se acaba toda la estrategia.
Yeah, Don Ruiz is saying that he respects Anthony Joshua. He thinks he's a great fighter. He's losing the weight, obviously, maybe to get a little more speed, to be able to put up with Andy's speed. These fighters got their own strategies, and he's going to be bringing his strategy. And he's going to be bringing his strategy to try to counterattack anything that AJ might be bringing. But he says that once you start getting hit, once you start receiving the punches, strategies go out the window. So, pretty much anything that he's bringing, they'll be ready for it.
All right. So tell them, they got there a couple of days ago, and according to Manny Robles, they even brought sparring partners, and we've seen that AJ brought his sparring partners. You know what? Scrap that question. Ask him about the facility. Say we seen on IG that they gave Andy a complete facility to train in. How's he feel about the gym and everything that is at their access to get Andy prepared for these last 2 weeks of training camp?
Néstor está diciendo que, bueno, han traído sparring partners y están entrenando todavía en estas últimas 2 semanas, ¿verdad? Porque han llegado hace pocos días. Y él pregunta que cómo está el lugar donde están entrenando, cómo lo han preparado ahí, cómo se mira, si Andy tiene todo lo que necesita, donde está terminando su entrenamiento. Si nos puede decir un poquito del ambiente.
Sí, mira, trajimos unos sparring buenos, altos, para terminar el sparring aquí, y gracias a Dios nos dieron todas las facilidades, nos pusieron ring de boxeo, costales, todos nos han puesto. No tenemos de qué quejarnos de nada que nos haya faltado. Todo tenemos aquí en el hotel, bajamos, tenemos nuestro gimnasio, todo han puesto, y vamos a terminar el campamento aquí fuerte en esta semana, y bien preparado está el Andy, bien preparado al 100%.
Yeah, he's saying that, they brought, a couple of good sparring partners, tall guys, to finish out sparring here in Saudi Arabia. He says that they're missing nothing. They got everything they want in their hotel. They have the gym downstairs. They have all the facilities they need. They put everything up that he's needed. So, nothing.
Be specific, because he did translate that they gave him a ring and something else.
Yeah, postales. So they put up a ring for him there, obviously for him to be able to, spar. And I really don't know what a postal is. You got me stumped on that one.
And the reason, just tell him that the reason I want to ask is... Oh, go ahead, Andy.
The back to hit the back to
heavy bag pulls.
Okay, the heavy bag.
The heavy bag.
So they pretty much set up, set him up
no,
like
it's
he
a
would be set
complete
up.
gym. I seen it on IG. I just wanted to get him to give us the details. So tell him that the reason that I asked is because we just seen Kovalev come out and say, "Oh, I didn't have enough time. I wasn't ready." There's always an excuse. We want to make sure Andy got to Saudi Arabia with enough time, and that after the fight there won't be an excuse of, "Oh, we didn't adapt to the climate. We didn't have what we need. They gave us a ring, but the ropes were you couldn't lean on the ropes, so we really couldn't spar. The heavy bag, you couldn't hit it because it was too light." We just want to make sure that everything is 100% and there will be no excuses on fight night.
Sí, la única razón, dicen, es porque pregunta así, es porque quiere darle la información al público para que sepan que, que Andy Ruiz no le faltó nada, que no tuvo complicaciones, porque, él menciona la pelea de Canelo y Kovalev, que Kovalev tuvo pocas excusas, ¿verdad? Después de la pelea, que no tenía esto. Entonces, queremos saber que lo han tratado al campeón, con todas las cosas que él necesite para estar preparado, que él llegó ahí a tiempo para aclimarse al clima que tienen allá, que usted mencionó que es casi como México, ¿verdad? El clima de Saudi Arabia. Entonces, sí, solo para que el público sepa que después de la pelea no haya ningún discurso.
Mira, yo pienso que lo que está haciendo Kovalev, pues, ¿para qué dice? Es una vergüenza. Debe de aceptar que Canelo y el público, toda la gente que oiga este mensaje, deben de aceptar que Canelo es un magnífico peleador, es un gran guerrero y tiene todo para pegarle a todos los peleadores, nomás que la gente no quiere aceptarlo. Yo no sé por qué no quieren aceptarlo, pero es un magnífico peleador. Jóvenes, cuando alguien agarra una pelea, es por su propia voluntad. Ahora que Andy, cuando agarró la pelea, sin tiempo que le dieron la pelea al Andy, nosotros la agarramos y no podíamos sacar excusas porque el Andy en aquella pelea no estaba bien preparado, sí es cierto, y ganó la pelea. Pero Kovalev no debe estar sacando esas excusas porque esas excusas son ridículas, ¿verdad? Tienen que aceptar que Canelo es un buen peleador. Entonces, Andy viene bien preparado, no nos ha faltado nada. Si Anthony Joshua nos gana, fue su noche. Si Andy gana, va a ser la noche de nosotros, porque tú sabes que en los pesos completos es más dura la pelea, porque viene el knockout de los pesos completos, son pegadas más duras que los pesos livianos. Entonces, en la noche vamos a saber quién es el mejor, pero venimos bien preparados, no nos ha faltado nada y vamos a ganar esta pelea.
Okay, Don Ruiz said that, it's a shame what they said about, what Kovalev came out saying. It's a shame. Everybody accepts their fight of their own free will. He accepted the fight, and, they keep saying Canelo's a warrior. He's a great fighter, and people just don't want to accept it. He beat him. And as far as us, we're not missing anything. Andy took the fight right after. He took the first fight and he wasn't even totally ready. So now that he has a full camp, he's going to be really ready. And we have no excuses, and we'll find out that night. And we feel strong in our position.
All right, just tell them we have a few more. These are coming from the public, our Patreons. Only a few, and we'll be done. And thank him for the time.
Don Ruiz, muchas gracias. Ahorita solo le vamos a tirar unas preguntitas aquí que vienen directo de los fans de Andy Ruiz, los fanáticos. Y después le vamos a dar su tiempo. Sabemos que ya está tal vez ya tarde en el otro lado del mundo. Pero Néstor ahorita le va a preguntar unas preguntas que vienen directo del público.
All right, so we got the first one coming from Stainless in Detroit. He says, has the win changed Andy Jr. or does he stay humble and motivated? How much are you betting on Andy this time?
Okay, si está preguntando si la ganada ha cambiado la actitud de Andy o todavía es, la misma persona. What's the end of the question?
He says,
How much money are you betting this time?
yeah.
Oh, sí, sí. Y si, ¿cuánto va a apostar esta vez?
Ok, no, mira, el Indy sigue siendo la misma persona, nomás que le cambió la vida, sí, a todo boxeador que gana ya millones de dólares, pues le cambia la vida. Antes tenía un carro 2010,
Señor
ahora trae un
Ruiz,
2019.
Dame cortarte un minuto. Específico, él preguntó si él sigue humilde y motivado después de la ganada. Eso fue lo que él dijo.
No, ok. Sí, él sigue humilde y motivado, igual que como comenzó. Él quiere ganar la pelea esta y sigue igual, sigue humilde, no ha cambiado nada su forma de ser. Nomás que ahora lo que pasa que la prensa y toda la gente pues lo ha seguido más, es más responsabilidad con todo el público.
Yeah,
Y ahora ya aposté, diles que ya aposté dinero.
Ajá. Okay.
Bueno,
he's still,
dígale
you know,
que ahora ya aposté dinero.
Okay. So he's saying that, he's still the same humble guy. You know, he hasn't changed much. You know, maybe, and like any other fighter that wins millions of dollars, their life changes a bit. The media is on him a lot more, obviously, but he's still the same guy, still the same Andy. Just that his life, has changed a bit, just like any other world champion that wins at this level.
Hey, do me a favor. Ask him if Andy is victorious.
Oh, and he bet money already. I'm sorry. He did say he already bet his money in Las Vegas.
You got to probe because the last time he bet 1,000 and everybody made 10. So the public wants to know what he's betting this time.
Dicen que la última vez apostó ahí sus 1,000 varos, entonces esta vez ¿cuánto va a apostar? Dicen, porque si apostaba 1,000 ganaba 10,000.
Bueno, ahora es diferente porque ahora Andy es más cerca, la línea está más cerca.
Dile que ahora pues hasta a mí me benefició que ganara porque ahora tengo más dinero. Ahora en vez de 1,000 aposté 20,000.
Wow.
20 veces más, dile.
Okay, Don Ruiz says that he did good and it went from 1,000 to 20 stacks. Now he's putting on his son.
Wow, that's great. Yo, I remember what's this guy's name? My God, Jason Lissow bet 75,000 on himself when he fought Celestino Caballero. All right, so tell him the next one comes from Rockman Ingram, and that is what? And this is a great question. What was the most obvious sign that Anthony Joshua quit? Was it spitting out the mouth guard, turning his back to the ref, or walking forward, or not walking forward when asked?
Don Ruiz, en su opinión, está preguntándole cuál fue la seña para usted que lo hizo creer que Anthony Joshua se había cuiteado. Cuando escupió el dental, cuando dio su espalda.
O cuando no caminó adelante cuando el árbitro lo llamó.
Lo llamó. ¿Cuál de esas fue la seña para usted
Mira, yo pienso, y cualquier gente que sabe el boxeo, que cuando él tiró el protector, él quería ya tiempo, que lo tiró, lo escupió porque ya quería tiempo, él estaba lastimado y de veras que yo en la esquina, yo le pedí a Dios que pararan la pelea porque para que no lo lastimara el Andy y no queremos que nadie salga lastimado de una pelea, ¿verdad? Entonces es un gran guerrero y quiso aguantar todo lo que él pudo, pero se le acabaron las piernas, la mente se le acabó, ya no podía con su alma él. Y te digo, yo le pedí a Dios que pararan la pelea mejor, porque el Andy estaba bien activo, el Andy iba a salir y le iba a tirar unos golpes duros. Entonces fue una buena decisión que del referee y de él que hiciera eso para ya no salir. La esquina fue muy tonta de no parar la pelea.
Don Reese says that when he spit out the mouthpiece, it was just for anybody that's in the boxing world, knows boxing, I mean, spitting out the mouthpiece, you're asking for more time. He was asking for more time. He was hurt. His legs weren't under him. And Andy was coming out very active. He was throwing some bombs, man. And deep down inside of my heart, I was asking God for the ref to stop the fight, because Andy was going to go back in there and really hit him with some heavy shots. And we never want anybody to get hurt to the point where they're not the same or even worse. So yeah, that was it. He didn't have his legs under him, and he's a great champion. He tried, but it was enough.
Yo, just want to say beautiful translation. I was over here biting my nails like, I hope Doomy says everything, because that was radio gold, his response. But thank you to you for that translation. We're going out to John at One White Boy in Texas that says, I just want to show some gratitude on this fine day and say thank you for raising such a good son that shows us boxing fans a great example to follow after. God bless and have a happy Thanksgiving, Champ Senior.
Solo uno de los fanáticos quiere decirle, no tengo preguntas, solo quiero darle la gratitud por, tener un hijo tan bueno y how do you say raise him? Y crearlo tan bueno. And what else did he say?
Para darnos a nosotros un ejemplo para perseguir, y que Dios te bendiga y que tenga buena felicidad en este día. Campeón, señor. Okay, la próxima. The next one comes from Carlito in the UK. Oh, disculpa, dale.
Y le están dando mucha gratitud por haber criado a Andy Ruiz en tan manera para darles unas peleas y un ejemplo de un campeón.
Yo creo que tú quieres decir algo, Andy.
Mira, sí, pues desde los 5 años yo lo he traído al Andy, todo el tiempo lo estuve entrenando yo desde los 5 a los 13 años. Que no pierdan las esperanzas los padres que tienen un hijo que tiene talento. Yo desde temprana edad le decía que él iba a ser un campeón del mundo y todo el tiempo se lo inculqué en la cabeza. Y no perder las esperanzas, eso es lo que motiva a alguien que puede llegar a hacer algo. Y mantenerlo humilde todo el tiempo. Y ahora estamos celebrando el Día del Pavo, ahora lo vamos a celebrar después del sparring, ahora va a sparrear. Después del sparring vamos a celebrar el pavo aquí, y muchas gracias a toda la gente que apoya a mi hijo.
Says, I've been training my son for a long time, from 3 to 5. For all those fathers out there that, might be losing faith, if your son has talent, keep on having faith. We're at this stage now. We're world champions, and it's been a long road. But thank you. Really appreciate the kind words. And after this sparring match, we're gonna finish up, and we're gonna celebrate Thanksgiving and the day of the turkey. And thank you for the kind words.
He said, I don't know if you said that, but he said also for any fathers that have sons in the sport, don't give up. Yeah, I said that. Okay, cool. All right, so we got the last one is from
real quick. Ask him what's the biggest difference between Manny Robles being his trainer and previously
Abel Sanchez.
Yeah, Abel Sanchez.
Okay. Quiere saber, le habla Michael Gross de la Boxing Voice. Quiere preguntarle que cuál es la diferencia en usted que usted mira de Manny Robles ser entrenador de Ruiz y en comparación con Abel Sánchez. ¿Cuál es la diferencia que usted mira?
La diferencia es de que entre Lendy y Manny Robles hay muy buena comunicación, y Manny Robles la diferencia es de que lo manoplea mucho a Lendy, le mete mucha gobernadora, mucha fortaleza, y Abel Sánchez pues entrena diferente. Los dos son unos grandes entrenadores. Abel Sánchez es un buen entrenador, mi respeto para él. Él tiene su estrategia, Manny Robles tiene su estrategia también, pero le ha resultado mejor con Manny Robles, nos ha resultado más con él, y es un hombre dedicado, Manny Robles también, como Abel Sánchez.
Says both trainers are great trainers. Abel Sanchez has his own strategies. Manny has his own strategies. What he's noticed is that they have better communication. Andy Ruiz and Manny Robles, that's helped a lot. He works the mitts, really fortifies Andy, really prepares him in the training camp. He has his own strategies. But it looks like the results have been a little better with Manny.
last one. If Andy is victorious, would he want Andy to like possibly do like a fight in Mexico, like with a big crowd and big stadium, things like that?
Le habla Michael Gross otra vez, don Ruiz. Dice, Michael Gross le pregunta si usted está interesado en hacer una gran pelea ahí en México, con un gran estadio y mucha gente, si es algo que los interesa a ustedes después de esta pelea.
Sí, mira, sí nos interesa pelear en México porque va a ser histórico, ¿verdad? Pelear un campeonato del mundo en México y ahora que el Andy es una leyenda. Queremos hacer una ahí en el estadio de las Chivas, ya nos lo ofrecieron en el estadio de las Chivas en Guadalajara para que el Andy pelee en México y es lo que queremos hacer, a ver si después de esta pelea agarrar un tiempo y hacer una pelea en México, sería extraordinario.
Yeah, man. He said it'd be extraordinary. They've offered him already, a chance to fight in the Chivas Stadium in Guadalajara. It would be something that we really, really want to do. After the fight, we take some time off, but that would be something that we would really want. Andy's already a legend. He's the Mexican heavyweight champion, and we would definitely be making history if that were to happen.
I want to ask a question about how he feels. Like, do the belts make Andy a Mexican heavyweight champion, or I don't even know how to phrase this. All right, so this is what's going on, right? You got the WBO not being recognized with PBC. So let's start there. Let's get his thoughts on PBC when they show Andy on any graphic image. Start there, just like that. He wants to know, how do you feel about PBC when they show Andy's face? They only say WBA and IBF champion. They don't mention the WBO or the IBO.
Está preguntando Nash, don Ruiz, que cómo se siente usted cuando usted mira a veces que uno de los redes PBC, que cuando enseñan algo gráfico en la tele, enseñando tal vez la foto del campeón Andy Ruiz, y siempre mencionan todas las fajas, pero nunca mencionan la WBO. And what's the other belt?
IBO. Nada más IBF y WBA.
Okay, and the ones that don't show is the IBO.
Sí, la que no están enseñando son la WBO y el IBO o IBO, whatever you say.
Okay. Yeah, nunca enseñan la faja de WBO y IBF. Esas dos fajas nunca las enseñan. ¿Cómo se siente usted de eso? Como no la están reconociendo en el red.
Mira, yo no sé por qué no la están enseñando, si el Andy es campeón de todas las fajas. Entonces, eso es una buena pregunta para preguntarle a PBC. Ahora mismo vamos a hablar con ellos por qué no están enseñando las fajas esas, pero el Andy es campeón de las 3 fajas.
That's a very good question.
Vamos a hablar con PBC, pero nosotros nos fuimos a Puerto Rico, cumplimos con Paco, nosotros reconocemos todas las fajas, las que ganamos.
Yeah, he says it's kind of weird that they're not doing that. Something that they're gonna sit down and have a talk with PBC on why they're not showing those belts. Andy's the champion of all these belts, and he's Andy's made right with all of them.
He's flown out to Puerto Rico. He's flown out to Mexico. He's been with Paco and been with Gilberto, Mendoza. So, he said he recognizes all those belts. So that is very interesting. So my next question, Alex, is, so what happens next? He believes his son will win. So once he wins, he has a mandatory with the WBO and a mandatory with the IBF.
Entonces dice Nestor que, bueno, ¿qué exactamente usted sabe y usted cree que va a ganar Andy Ruiz? Entonces, ¿qué pasa después de esto? ¿Tiene un mandatorio en el WBO?
La faja del Don Paco, y entonces él tiene un mandatorio también con el IBF con Kurber Pulev.
Claro, vamos, ya que primeramente Dios que ganemos la pelea, ¿verdad? Entonces ya vamos a platicar con Paco, con la otra faja, vamos a platicar y ya de ahí nos vamos a basar a ver qué es lo que viene. Hablar con la compañía, con Al, con Tom Brown y nosotros, y ya vamos a ver qué vamos a hacer. Es todo lo que vamos a esperar que hacer.
Yeah, he says, he believes his son's gonna win, and afterwards, he's just gonna, reach out, to the company, to Al Heyman, and just kind of, reach out to the sanctioning bodies, and see what's gonna happen. What's gonna be the best, the best move after this fight.
All right, tell him the very last one, and we want to thank him for his time, is coming from the public. Again, Ruin at 504 says, if Andy loses to AJ, does that validate the claims to the first fight being a fluke?
Esta es la última pregunta, Don Ruiz. Le damos muchas gracias por estar con nosotros. Esta última pregunta viene del público, uno de los fanáticos, diciendo que, Mr. Ruiz, ¿qué cree usted si Andy tal vez, falla y pierde esta pelea? Si usted cree que entonces que todo lo que el público ha estado diciendo, bueno, no todo, pero mucho del público ha estado diciendo que fue algo de suerte. Si Anthony Joshua le gana a Ruiz, ¿usted va a creer en eso? ¿Que la primera pelea fue de suerte o todavía se va a quedar en su pensamiento que su hijo era el mejor hombre esa noche simplemente?
No. Eso no es la pregunta. No. Él está preguntando si Andy pierde contra Anthony Joshua, si eso le da no credibilidad.
Bro, I said the question right, my nigga.
No, I'm telling you didn't, bro. I'm telling you.
Wait till you go back. You're gonna laugh at yourself. Let me say it again.
Yes.
Le voy a preguntar la pregunta otra vez, Don Ruiz, perdone. Uno de los fanáticos está preguntando si, porque el público había dicho que cuando Andy Ruiz ganó, que fue algo de suerte, algo fuera de que fue un milagro que él ganó, ¿verdad? Eso fue que mucha de la gente estaba diciendo. La persona está preguntando si Anthony Joshua gana esta vez, si su pensamiento va a estar como lo del resto del público, que la pelea fue algo de suerte la primera
No, pero
vez.
eso es lo que digo. Él no está preguntando los sentimientos de Andy. Él lo solamente está diciendo si él pierde, si eso hace, like if that makes it true.
Oh, si eso da confirmación. Dice,
Yes,
entonces.
Confirmación, eso.
Okay, entonces él está preguntando si Anthony Joshua le gana a Andy Ruiz en esta vuelta, si eso le da confirmación al público que estaba diciendo que fue suerte la pelea primera.
Mira, déjame decirte algo. Primeramente, ¿cómo va a ser suerte? ¿Qué es lo que pasó? Si ustedes vieron la pelea, tumbaron al Andy, cayó el Andy, te volvió a parar, el Anthony le volvió a meter un derechazo bien duro en la quijada. Cuando le mete la derecha bien duro, lo terminó a acabar, porque es uno de los mejores acabadores Anthony Joshua. Eric Hearns dice eso. ¿Cómo va a ser un golpe de suerte? Si el Andy, esos golpes que el Andy mete, a todos los peleadores se los ha metido y los hemos practicado. Entonces el Andy venía preparado para tirar esos golpes y acabar a Anthony Joshua, para metérselos. Entonces, ¿cómo la gente va a pensar que es un golpe de suerte si lo tumbaron? Un golpe de suerte es cuando cierras los ojos y tiras un golpe y lo conectas, como lo que hizo Kid Mesa en aquellos años. Eso era un golpe de suerte. El Andy lo tumbaron, se levantó y como un gran guerrero acabarlo. Entonces, eso se llama no golpe de suerte, se llaman huevos. Nosotros los mexicanos decimos huevos y cojones, lo que deben de tener toda esta bola de cabrones que piensan esa pendejada. Dile que se suban al ring y que le metan unos putazos para que miren. Entonces, tú no puedes predecir en un peso completo, en la división de los pesos completos, si a alguien ¿cómo se ha habido tantas peleas? Que de un golpe se puede acabar en los pesos completos, pero no golpe de suerte, es una estrategia que uno tiene. Pero sí, te digo, yo sé que mi hijo es un gran guerrero y no voy a perder la fe en él si la gente eso piensa, porque no sabes en una pelea, cuando te subes a una pelea no sabes Dios lo que va a pasar y cómo vas a salir de la pelea. Entonces la gente debe de pensar eso, pues, que lo tumbaron, no cerró los ojos y tiró un golpe y lo noqueó.
Wow, that's a lot to translate, Doomy.
It's okay, I got it. You know, first of all, how can that be a fluke or luck? You know, Andy got knocked down. And then when he got up, he got hit with another straight right. And then he was getting hit with some other punches because, you know, Anthony Joshua, according to Eddie Hearn, is one of the best finishers. So I don't know how these people can say that was luck. You know, I'd like for some of these people who have that train of thought, some of these cornballs, get in the ring, get punched in the face. You know, go through what these guys go through, and you tell me if it's luck. You know, at the heavyweight division, these guys, they're punching very hard. You know, anybody at that weight division can get knocked down. And Andy got knocked down, he got back up. You know, pure balls. You know, pure brass balls, and got up and kept fighting and found his way to a win. It was multiple punches. I just don't see how some of the public might see it as a fluke or luck.
He said, you know what it was? Come on, Doomy. Damn, you almost was perfect. He said, you know what it was? It was motherfucking balls. That's what he said, dog. Come on, you heard him say that.
The motherfucking balls are huevos.
Okay, yeah.
Como mexicano. He's not a fucking quitter.
Yeah.
He got his fucking balls, his huevos.
Yo, I love it.
Brass balls. That's what I said.
He said he's not a fucking quitter. That's right, Andy. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. Gracias por tu tiempo. Te vamos a dejar. Sabemos que hoy es el día del pavo. Y otra vez, gracias por su tiempo.
Muchas gracias, don Ruiz. Es un placer hablar con
muchas
usted
gracias.
y hacer el traslador aquí.
Y que no se pierdan la pelea, que la miren la pelea, ¿eh?
No, claro.
Va a ser una interesante pelea para todo el público.
Claro. He said, don't forget to watch the fight. It's going to be a very interesting fight for the entire world. Andy, otra vez gracias y tenga un buen día.
Y bendiciones a la familia.
Ok, muchas gracias, Pelón.
Ok, gracias.
Ándale, hermano. Gracias. Okay.
Yo, that's it. My name's Pelón. I got to keep my hair cut. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that was fucking epic. Wow, where's my horns at, bro? Where's my horns at? Yo, because you see, oh, man, Doomy almost had it. I think Doomy was trying to be, like, politically correct. Like, maybe he didn't think Andy wanted to curse.
I said brass balls.
Nah, bro, he was like, no, he said, eso eran puro huevo mexicano. That's what crazy he wasn't, man. Brass. He didn't say shit, brass. Those were motherfucking Mexican balls. That's what it was. That's why he got up. That's what he said, bro. Shout out to Andy Ruiz Sr. Yes. Hit that thumbs up button, ladies and gentlemen. We rocking out his thanks freaking giving. Let me see. Mike, any super chats? Anybody showing us some fucking love? Ain't no love for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Fucking Doomy coming in on Thanksgiving.
We got 4 of them.
Okay.
Scan Rant says, purse don't come from boxing sources. Don't believe. Okay.
That's right. He and I on the same pages.
Igloos 2 says, kudos to the caller. It's disrespectful to the fans to call people holding fake belts champions. People like Fury and Figueroa are not true champions. We got one coming from
Hold
Anthony
on, just for context, he's talking about when we interviewed Sean George, the trainer of
John Julet.
There you go, Mike. Hey, all pointy.
I'm about to hire Enrique to make me a shirt. I'm about to have 2 eggs and shit, Mexican eggs.
Yo, Doomy, if you got it cut out, man, you could. We do want to thank you. You did an excellent job. I mean, I remember that other one. You went like word for word. So just shout out to you, man. Thank you for coming in on short notice Thanksgiving. If you got it cut out, we do understand. Back to Mike.
I appreciate you guys. Yeah, no, you know, I got the hustle and the bustle here at the crib. You know, I'm at my in-laws right now, and yeah, they're in the kitchen. You know, I got Tiggy.
Do your thing, champ. We appreciate it. You came through clutch status.
Most definitely. Yo, bless up, Mike, man. God bless you, man. You and yours, bro. Ness, man. You know I might stop by later, man. God bless all of you, man, and everybody out there and the TBV family and the boxing world, man. Bless up, man. Enjoy the day, regardless what you think of the holiday, because I know a lot of us now know more than we did before. Forget about all that shit. Enjoy each other's company. Enjoy each other's love. And be safe tonight, because supposedly Thanksgiving is the most dangerous holiday.
Black Friday tomorrow, man. Black Friday, yeah, nigga. Black Friday about to be crazy tomorrow. But same
I don't
to you,
even know why people
same-
still go Black Friday shopping. Can't you get everything online the same price?
You just wait Cyber Mondays. Cyber Monday,
yeah,
bro.
Cyber Monday, me too. But Mr. Linus, man, same to you, brother. Same to you.
All right,
Yes,
champ.
sir.
Peace.
Yes, sir. Let's get out to these callers. Let's see who we did.
Real quick, we got 3 super chats left. Anthony Edwards says, condolences to King Amin. Big up to Anthony Edwards. Igloo 2 comes back with another one, says, Happy Thanksgiving, TBV. And one more for Scat Rant says, good job, guys, getting Ruiz Sr. on. And thanks for the show on Thanksgiving. No problem, man. And the thanks go to all the Nets, man. He's been working all night trying to get guests. So you guys
Yeah,
really,
man.
really,
I just think that we should get as many as possible from now on. Like, fuck it. Like, fuck it, dog. We could talk boxing with everybody, and it just makes it better. Like, look, Andy Ruiz Sr. was just in Saudi Arabia. That's insane. Like, this is part of history now. This episode is part of history. Like, it's a wrap. Like, this Thanksgiving, Andy Ruiz Sr. took Thanksgiving.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Damn,
Goodbye.
there was a lot of people over there. You're dead. That's what happens. I always tell you Skype is the best. There was so many.
if you don't, but I thought if you press 1, you can stay on.
Nah, but we already ran through. I mean, dog, we've been on forever.
I know,
I
but
said it for 2 hours, so that means we've been on for 3. Right?
so
9,
even if
10,
you press
11.
1, the line still goes down.
Yeah, like
I know.
you only
I
get
didn't know.
you get the time you set plus you get an extra hour.
Oh,
So
okay.
we already ran through all that. But they could call in on Skype, man. Whatever.
Yeah.
If
Call
not,
in on
I mean,
Skype.
look, we actually got a boomerang, so we could just jump into it. But you got anything else?
Add Nestor Gibbs on Skype if you want to be part of the conversation and smash that thumbs up button.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir, man. Damn, hit that thumbs up. It's like, again, it's Thanksgiving. We rocking out. We brought you Andy. We brought you Sean George. A lot of you probably don't even know Sean George. You should follow him definitely on social media. You'll get a better, look at Jean Gillet. And, man, let's see what he brings, man. I can't wait. That's this Saturday in Monaco, right? Right?
Yep,
So we
this
got
Saturday,
boxing.
then
We got
after that,
boxing.
man.
We got
After
boxing.
that,
Who else is this Saturday, yo? Because we're not doing no
we
evening
got-
show.
Oh shit! I got it right here pulled up for you, man.
I mean,
I was waiting.
my,
on you to
my,
say
my
something.
lady looked at me. She was like, "You doing the morning show, right?" And I'm like, "I guess." And she was like, "But you're not doing the night one, right?" I'm like, "I guess."
I mean, it's like ain't really. It's something, but it's not really nothing. We got Cassius Chaney. He fought last night. Got a victory.
He
Big
fought?
ups to my dog. Yeah. Big
Man,
ups
that's
to my
crazy. Well, on what?
I'm sure it was well, it wasn't even UFC Fight Pass. It was in
Damn.
Wyndham, New Hampshire.
Damn, that's crazy.
We got Oscar Valdez versus Andres Gutierrez, Carl Frampton versus Tyler McCurry, and Carlos Adames goes for the vacant WBO interim general middleweight title against Patrick Teixeira.
What? Vacant WBO? What?
Interim, yeah. How many McGee moved up, bro? Drop the belt.
But he said interim.
I know. I don't know why it's an interim. Maybe
I never
they got
even heard of a WBO interim.
I don't know. Let me see. Arnold Barboza fights William Silva. Adam Lopez fight Luis Correa. And that's about all the notable names on there. Oh, never mind. Xander Zayas, that youngest signee to Top Rank, fights in a 4-rounder too. He starts off the card. In Birmingham, England, we have LeBron Richards versus Lennox Clark. I'll be watching that fight.
Is this Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got Tete versus Casemiro. I'll be watching that fight too. And Sam Bowen back in action, so I'll be watching Sam Bowen fight. And that's about it on that
Damn,
card.
so nothing big this weekend?
Monte Carlo, we got
That's the biggest thing.
Brackus, Zhao Zhang, Huey Fury.
Damn, you
is
just
on that
messed
card.
up his name again. Why you did that?
Nigga, I'm reading. It says
Jean Joulet.
How do you spell Joulet?
Yo, that's how they want you to say it. Same way Vasily want to be called Vasily.
Oh, do you know what? And I think like Yao Ming.
He said Japan and in China the Z is a J or something like that.
But also in China, like Yao Ming's name in America is Yao Ming, but in China it's like Ming Yao. You say the last name first or whatever. So Zhao Jane Zhao usually makes sense now that I'm looking at it, speaking it from like back to forth. But Huey Fury fights Pavel Sauer in a 10-round fight. Joe Cordina is back. And what my guy name, man? A little guy that I'm always. Diego Pacheco is on the Ruiz Joshua 2 card. So big up to my guy, Diego.
Ruiz Joshua 2. Yo, you know what's funny? This ain't word for show because he hasn't fought or won in so long. But Fernando Guerrero, common opponent with a lot of people, used to be with PBC, trained by Barry Hunter in the DMV area, most notable for Lamont Peterson, Anthony Peterson, and all that, and the work he's done outside of those camps with Sean Porter, you know, sometimes with Earl. It just depends who he gets in with, Mike Stafford, all that good stuff.
We also have Kerman Lahagra back at actions coming off that back-to-back knockouts to David Avanesian.
Oh, he's back?
He's back in Spain, probably a tune-up. We got some more super chats coming from Chauncey Pearls. It says, Happy Thanksgiving, TBV fam. Thanks, brother. And we got one coming from Smoke D's too. I appreciate y'all doing this show because I got called by my job today for an issue and got pissed. I had to work on a holiday. But here y'all are working hard and spending y'all time with us. Big ups. Sorry, man, you got called in, but hey, man, I'm glad you are listening. And SG Pass says, TBV killing it. Trophy emoji, boxing glove emoji, and 100.
Well, thank you for the love. Let's get out to these callers, man. We got Josh in the New Orleans. Talk to me.
What up, Josh? Talk to me, dog.
What up?
Hello.
What up?
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving to you fellas.
Likewise.
The interview was a little hard to keep up in Spanish a little bit, but I tried my best. I do
With the
hope
translation?
Huh?
Even with the translation?
It couldn't grasp my attention. Just
wow.
But with Andy Ruiz, I just hope he's confident going forward. I'm glad his dad got the confidence in him and stuff like that. I'm just glad them dudes in that position to where a lot of guys don't reach in boxing and stuff like that. They accomplish some big things, and the Ruiz changed his life. They changed their life. So I hope going forward that the fix ain't in with AJ, and he go ahead and do what he do again, knock him out, get him up out of there. My call in is really for last night. I missed the interview with Deontay Wilder, but once again another great interview. You guys putting in and stuff like that. The milestone moment of the interview was Mike know what it was when the champ was talking that real talk, giving Bud his credit, what he deserved. I was looking at your face. You ain't had nothing to say about that, Ness. But like real recognized real. The champ said Bud got it in him, and I would just hope everybody, if the man's saying it, everybody else should get on board with that. That's my call.
Let's just hope he do it before he get to 40 fights, man. You need to prove it, man, you know? Because now we got to give Tank credit for Gamboa because we still giving Crawford credit for that, man. We got Rue in a 504.
Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. That was a good interview. Also grateful for his dad making time out for us on the holiday. I'm gonna put my AJ Ruiz in pick now. I'm gonna be out of the country when you guys are picking the fight. I'm gonna go with AJ by split decision. But that's my call.
Big Roo, man. Safe travels too, man. Safe travels, man. Next week.
Yes, sir, man, and enjoy wherever you're traveling to. It's always a blessing and a pleasure to travel, man. In my opinion, I mean, traveling itself sucks, but going where you want to go is always a good thing. And in the UK, what up?
Yo, Ruiz Senior was really funny, man. Like it was really good for you guys to get him on. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to you guys getting on.
And back away from the mic. Back away from the mic just a tad bit. You're coming in a bit too muffled.
Yep, you hear me now? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, it was really funny listening to Ruiz Jr. Ruiz Senior, especially when he said, he's a fucking quitter. Like, that bit was really funny. But yeah, on the card for that fight as well, Dylan White versus Marius Wack. What do you think about that? Dylan White's gonna come back with a victory against a tough Marius Wack. That's a good fight, don't you think?
Yeah, man. He won up Tyson Fury, right? Tyson Fury fought a 57 rank, and then I believe then Odawa Wale was like a 48 rank, and now Dillian is fighting like the 46 rank, something like that. I mean, look, I don't know. I thought you guys said he was talented. I don't understand why he needs a tune-up when he only fought once this year. All elite level fighters fight twice. He was only out the ring 5 months ago. He's been training from what I see, so I really don't get why get a tune-up. But I get it. You're on the biggest card of the year, and you gotta look good.
And obviously it's a short notice thing as well.
Nah, it's not short notice. That's what I'm saying. You fight twice a year. You're fighting at the end of the year. He and Eddie have been letting us know that he was coming back in December or November for how long now? Come on.
What do you think about the drug situation anyway?
I mean, listen, everybody wants a B sample. We ain't get one.
Cut it.
He's fighting. It's no different than when Ortiz popped, even though he got cleared. But it is what it is. We are not the PED police, We can report on it, just like we reporting that he's back. And I'm gonna report that when he's in that ring, I'm gonna watch him, I think nothing. They have people to police those things, and that's their job. I could only tell you what's happening. Steve in Chicago, talk to us.
What up, Steve?
Hear me?
Yes, sir.
Loud and clear.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, great job today. You guys had a bunch of good interviews. I was in and out of the interview, so I didn't catch everything. I'm going to have to go back and listen to it. But I want to go back to the first guy you interviewed, the Chinese dude's manager.
Yeah, the trainer, Sean George.
Yeah, the trainer. Yeah. Hey, man, what he was saying is true, man. We got these media outlets like ESPN, and they're putting out fake champions like Fury. He's not a real champion. I like what that trainer was saying. But as far as now Ruiz's dad, he was saying what I was telling you guys. Ruiz got hit, man. Ruiz got hit good. And what did he do? He got back up. That guy's got a hell of a chin, man. I don't see AJ doing nothing with him, man, but we'll see. But he said exactly what I've been saying. He got hit, man. AJ got hit. I mean, Ruiz. Ruiz got hit, and he got hit good. And he got back up. So, anyways, that's all I got.
All right. Well, Steve, man, thanks for calling in. Chicago, stand up, always rocking out with us. Thank you. We're going to Brandon in Cincinnati. Talk to us.
What up, B?
What up, Mike? What up, Ness? Happy Thanksgiving to you guys, man. I didn't get to call in last night after the Wilder interview. Great interview from you fellas. Highlights of that, of course, the Bud Crawford love. Ness, every time one of these boxers come on and show Bud love, man, just your face. I mean, it just hurts your soul.
Let me ask you a question. How many times did people show Anthony Joshua love? No matter what I said, people kept saying he's undisputed. I mean, he's unified. Look what he's done. Look what his resume. I'm talking about trainers and fighters too. How many people picked him to beat Wilder? Go through my interviews, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter. Only thing that settles the score is the ring.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but it still makes for good interviews every time they come on and show him love and just prove you wrong. But another highlight of the interview was the big
Bro,
baby.
everybody was proven wrong with this fight. Nobody picked Andy.
That's true, but another highlight was the big baby tongue lashing, man. That was much needed, bro. That shit was hilarious. I've been knew Fat Baby was a fraud, and just to hear the champ just let him have it about, putting his head on Eddie Hearn's shoulder like I want to come home. That was some of the fruitiest shit ever, bro. That shit was hilarious.
Somebody
But,
need to clip that. That need to be a TBV clip like Joe Rogan.
yeah, that shit was funny because it was true, man. That shit looked kind of weird, man. He looked hella desperate. But as far as the rematch, like you guys, like I've been saying, I'm rolling with the landlord, Anthony Joshua. I think Ruiz gonna come in a little confident. I think Ruiz gonna come in. I think he's gonna come in confident, man. Try to, come in with a fast tempo, and AJ gonna catch him on the chin and stop him, man.
Your man's never had a tank, bruh. Like, I don't understand y'all, man. Like, my man got 10 weeks now, plus the motivation of becoming a multi-millionaire. It's all good, though, man. It's all good. I'm going to pick up this free money. I'm glad he's an underdog. I'm telling you, y'all bugging to the fifth power. Who we got? Seattle, Washington.
What up, Dom?
Mr. PBC, baby. BoxingWorks.com. I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen, get the sharpest knife, and cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great. Mr. PBC, baby.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, I watched the show last night. That was a good one. Deontay Wilder was speaking the truth all the way through. I didn't get to call him, but... And then today, you guys is rocking out and getting Andy Ruiz's dad. He's keeping it 100 with y'all. I mean, the face-to-face is out. And Ruiz is keeping it gangster now. Like, he ain't nice. Ain't nothing nice about him. He's probably tired of Anthony Joshua talking shit in the media. But in face, he's all lovey-dovey. So he's keeping it real. He's like, I'll end your career. And that's some shit you got to say to someone who likes to talk shit behind closed doors. And I've been hearing, Anthony Joshua's having troubles in sparring again. So you never know. I might just have to put some money on this one. I feel comfortable for this one. Deontay Wilder and Ortiz, I was just like, whoa. I wasn't feeling comfortable on the betting. So I feel real comfortable with this. I mean, Andy Ruiz might be the destroyer of the Giants. I mean, if he's going through Anthony Joshua like this, what does he do to Deontay? What does he do to Tyson Fury, who, he's a sweet science type of boxer, so he doesn't like that pressure. Odin Wilding gave him that little tiny bit of pressure. So Andy Ruiz might just throw him off. So that's my call on TBV for life.
Great call, Don. Thanks for calling in, big dog.
All right. Yo, man, we got to try and get Julian on this show, man. I already started that, man, so got to get that. We got Coyote earlier, right? Or we had to cut his call because of the interview, or no?
I think,
Whose call we
did.
cut?
It was Coyote call. It was a UK guy, for sure.
Coyote, talk to us.
Yo, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So I was actually trying to make a point about Dillian White earlier, and I was saying that I feel like he's made a mistake when he turned down the offer they gave him to fight AJ, because he could have been in Andy's shoes and had the rematch, and now he's on the undercard. So all these guys that were turning down big money, saying that they were being what was the word they were using? What was that word they kept using? That they were being I forgot what they were saying now. They're all starting to lose out, really. And Dylan White is one of them. Just on the whole drug thing, I think Eddie said that he was cleared to fight. So he was cleared by UCAD. So obviously, everyone is still waiting on UCAD to clarify his details. But if UCAD cleared him to fight, I think it's safe to assume that whatever drug test he failed or whatever happened, it was not an adverse effect. I mean, why would they have cleared him to fight? At the end of the day, I don't agree with UCAD's method, but the fact of the matter is they cleared him. So people need to stop saying we're waiting for the B sample and all that. It's really not on Dylan, man. It's on UCAD to just clarify the situation. But yeah, that's my call.
All right. Coyote. It is up to UCAD. That's the problem, that they're taking forever and a day. Right.
They might try to be covering their ass because I swear to God, it was an interview that dude sit down with the representative from UCAD on BT Sports, and they were talking about the whole Dylan White thing. Then like 2 days later, nigga, the interview gone off BT Sports though. You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, we heard that you heard when we had the editor of Boxing Scene, he had to not say much. We know that Dillian had got some big time lawyers to shush people up. So we'll see what comes of it. I mean, the man's boxing. We're reporting stainless boomeranging.
Man, I would shake my head, but what's the point, man?
My bad.
Yeah, man, he's talking. Go ahead, Taylor.
It's all good, man. I would shake my head, but what's the point? You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what lawyers are for. Man, you can step on my card, man. I don't even give a fuck, man. Y'all on here on Thanksgiving, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling at home, like I just woke up. Y'all still on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I get the end of one interview, and then I get the not only hear interview, whether I had to have it translated or not. Shout out to Doomsday for that. But I get to switch over to Patreon right quick, throw a question in there, you know what I'm saying, and then come back and listen to the show. Come on, man. Y'all niggas tripping. That's all I got, man. If you ain't on Patreon, you stupid, man. Yesterday I got a bomb squad from Wilder personally, you know what I'm saying, after my question and shit, you know what I'm saying. I got to hear him talk up on Bud, which is good for me too, you know what I'm saying. Or because of Patreon, you know what I'm saying? And I got to do all that shit while I was at work, you know what I'm saying? And I'll listen back to it afterwards and shit. So I ain't get to call in, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I got, man. Thank y'all again for this show, every show y'all do, man, because y'all constantly putting in work, you know what I'm saying? Ness to you, thanks. Mike to you, thanks, man. And Doomsday too, man. Shout out to Super Mex. Please make sure you push the thumbs up, share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast, because it's TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, it's because you stupid. And shout out to El Camino. Peace.
Stainless, man. Thank you as always for the kind words, man. Thank everybody for tuning in and for supporting TBV. We only trying to grow, man. It's only up from here. So we just working. We went to everybody. We out. Mike, enjoy the holidays. TBV, we back tomorrow. So catch us later.
Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312 and catch me later on the day on Mike on Sports. Peace out.
What show you doing, Mike?
I don't know yet, man. Might do something about the basketball games last night or watch ESPN First Take and see what they're talking about and take something from there.
All right. Hopefully one day there's like a show that I know something about.
I got you.
Peace.
Conglomerate.